of wild magic
Oh,
searches,
Jesus,
let's
right.
remember what happened last time. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? We are doing with a lot of technical difficulties, construction, and people calling me old, for which they are going to die.
Great
I didn't
success.
call you old.
I did not do that.
We are
I'll
missing
put my hand
2
up.
of our players today. One, because of life. The other, because he's an asshole. Get in the comments and figure out which one is which.
Oh no.
And I am going to bet it will not be correct if anyone
Not me.
answers.
It's not me.
No, you're
Yeah,
present.
you're here.
You're present. Everybody knows we have an asshole in the game at least once a game. So, guys, before we get back into the recap of how David almost destroyed the whole universe,
Mhm.
I have a question. I saw this the other day on a different gaming podcast, the Glass Cannon Network. Amazing guys. If this were to be a movie adaptation, who would be playing your character? Which actor?
Ace Ventura.
And
Jack
keep in mind,
Black.
actually, the 4 of you would have a lot of fucking DCI on you.
I would have Andy Serkis.
Why?
Okay.
Why not? He good mocap.
I think Jack Black.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has the comedic, but also the seriousness I need for this character.
I
Dangerously
imagine-
Dent.
Ooh, can you imagine Michael Cera as Gala?
Sarah. No, it's
I'm
too...
not saying that it's
Oh my
a good
God.
fit, but it would be a hilarious audition.
Body-wise, I would say Dwayne Johnson, because you need the build.
I was gonna go
Yes.
for Jason Momoa.
No,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
Oh, I don't know. I see. That's a close choice between them two. Do you know what? I think Jason Momoa would be more fun to work with, but he won't have the seriousness that Eric has. Not that.
Dave Bautista maybe
I
for Eric.
know
Maybe.
absolutely
Maybe.
no female actors.
Hey, it's easy. Whenever you have a character that is full CG, and you just have to go for the queen of the CG actresses, Zoe Saldana.
I reckon
I will
Karen
be-
Gillan could do a good Kaliki.
Laura Bailey.
Well,
I'll take Laura Bailey.
okay. So, now that we have got some fantasy that may never happen, get into the comments. Let's get back into the recap. Last time, as you guys had descended into the 9th floor of the Tower of Kirsch's, you found Ignatius Kierspark, Master Artificer of Equestria, and another figure, a female figure, who were fighting against a creature with 3 heads, a chimera of some sorts, that had been spawned from a magical circle that was rampaging out of control. This magical circle ended up summoning a second creature, slightly more lethal, who teleported with everybody and tried to throw everybody in the lava, except that the fucking giant ape could fly. So nothing much really happened. And after you managed to defeat this creature, Ignatius did get healed and spoke to you, and the female figure who identified herself as Celestia Silvermoon, the priestess of Larkon, ran and sacrificed some sort of magical energy to cast the Revivify ritual on Eleonora Emberforge, a dwarven female that is also of some importance inside of Equestria. You guys haven't talked to her, you are rude. And
The chief of the Muse district. Yes, we did.
okay. And you proceeded to aid Ignatius on his blueprints of creating some sort of master masterwork that he believed was necessary to be graded the greatest by a magical cauldron, and proceeded to craft an intricate automaton suit that could hold somebody of gnomish proportions on its back, covering them as a sort of
Old Guardian unit of National Defense and Arcane Mobilization.
yes, it's called Gundam. And you started to prepare to descend to the next floor, but before that, Bottle chose to use some magic, and that's when he realized that the legendary magical item that was granted to him by the goddess of sleep, Tiafia, who had appeared before him and bestowed this sleep mask on his forehead, which had the ability of casting a level 9 spell, Sleep, and some other things using charges. Pretty fucking good item, but it was with its caveats, as when it doesn't have any charge, wild magic is certain to happen, which ended up causing, what did we end up in, like 22 magic surges?
22 disadvantage medical surges.
Yes, which pretty much
Jesus.
melted the ground, spawned confetti, teleported Quotal and Ignatius to outside of a planet that you have no idea what it is. You saw a purplish reddish eye staring at you, almost like
Orange.
an orange eye, and something flying atop of this world with
Mhm.
2 moons that you saw, and you ended up being transported back here again.
Mhm.
Ignatius almost dead, being
Mhm.
transported in on top of the lava,
Mhm.
which he was submerged and had to be rescued by Eric, taking a lot of lava damage,
Mhm.
and Bottle appearing on the other side of the flood of lava, the lava lake, and somehow opening a hole of some sort that started to drain all the lava. And that's where we ended up, as Ignatius was, "That turtle tried to kill me!"
Slowly floats down.
Oh. You
What
all
was
just
that?
saw that happen in front of me.
In like 30 seconds.
Or like 6, but yes.
612, you know.
So what was that?
What was that? Can't hear you from all the way over here.
Eric.
Exactly that. It was, what was that?
Ignatius
Is
starts.
it really that bad?
Actually, Celestia Silvermoon would run to Ignatius, still weeping, crying, and goes, "Ignatius, my friend, let the Christ of the Great Hammer spare your flesh." And she starts casting some sort of healing magic. And Ignatius gets up, dusts himself off. Half of his clothes have been burnt and melted. You can see his gnomish physique and that was underneath the clothes. And he looks at you, Eric, and goes, "Appreciate the aid of saving me from the lava puddle, but with all due respect, what the actual fuck?"
My
Same, mate, same.
Portal has some tendency to have magics that happens without his consent. We are rather unsure as to his true source of his magic. My theories is that he's being powered by something that is either undead, celestial in nature, Or both. Or fiendish.
A mix of the three, possibly. But that's the
do you make your
biggest
way over here?
cascade. I'm still floating down. But that's the biggest cascade, let's call it, that's ever happened.
And I think that was pretty mild compared to what I think could have truly happened. I think we would have truly died and never come back.
Okay. And you, knowingly, used to travel such a dangerous ticking time bomb.
A ticking time bomb.
We have bombs if you want some.
I also have bombs.
You are not helping!
It is. I know how that seems, but it is useful to have a ticking time bomb that can go off of our choosing when most of the time.
Just hope that the time bomb goes off in the better
correct time.
direction.
Yes.
Says while drinking wine.
Cider.
Bottle, as you make your way very slowly, and you land, Ignatius goes next to you very angrily. You know, like the cartoonish walking, kind of like going, and he pulls out like it's kind of like a band-aid that has like a cross shape, like two band-aids on top of each other, and he slaps you on the face. Do you resist?
Can he even reach?
He jumps.
Okay. I guess I'm more surprised that he jumps up to slap me on the face than to do anything about it. So, and I'm not the most dexterous person, so
Yeah.
have at it.
You have like a band-aid in a cross-shaped pattern on your face cheek, and for the first time in a month and a half, ever since your powers awoke, you stop listening. The sound of electricity cackling and coursing through everything. You don't see those electrical currents anymore that you see in magic. You look around and you cannot see those electrical spirit beings. And he goes, well, at least that should keep you in check, Callum.
Does he do any damage?
No.
Would you cast hours of attack?
No.
Bottle, do you cast hours of attack?
Do not kill him.
I'm just asking, would Paul consider that as an attack?
No.
Okay, I'll have to roll a d15.
Bye.
Sorry, it's a d20.
Interesting. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, I get it.
I mean, Eric doesn't know what's happening, so he just watches.
It's nothing. You just see Gavin would step forward and then do nothing.
Ignatius has hands on his chest, kind of puffing, raising up his shoulders, goes, well, at least that should keep you in check. You are worse than some of the experiments that my students do on Innovation Day.
And what? And Eric kind of points at the band-aids, like, what exactly is this doing?
Just a mild magical inhibitor.
But we need him full power.
Tries to take it off.
Yeah, you can take it off. And he goes, no. Keep that in.
Takes it off. Throws it down the hole where the lava went.
And he goes, and that was what won me my third prize in the Innovation Day.
Looks down. Well, it obviously goes somewhere. Maybe you can get it back.
He looks at you. I normally don't say this, and I'm not saying this lightly at all, but I don't like you.
Mutual.
Very well. And you see
Jesus, he grew
turns around
fangs.
and climbs onto like the Gundam.
Half
And-
mounted Gundam.
And he goes, "Shall we proceed to the next floor before we kill each other?"
After you.
Feel like you could use a rest before you go anywhere. You're teetering on the edge.
I will rest when I'm dead. Which, if I am next to you, it will take only 10 more minutes.
Can I just say when he turns bad? Can I go?
Get close to me and it will take 5.
He just looks at Eric and with this face of like,
I'm
What?
not sure where this is all coming from. I'm just as confused as you are at this moment. Kaliki is usually better, although I think she thinks the smaller the number, the better, which in this case may not be the right thing.
you see the Gundam kind of leans on one feet and he approaches next to your ear and kind of whispers and goes, "Eric, my boy, you need to cut the rotten apples before they infect the whole tree."
I don't think that's how rotten apples work.
There's just one good apple, I think.
I sort of lean in and say, I feel like there are only 2 good apples in this tree left.
Let us hope.
Who's the second one?
Sucking up to the big man.
Hey, the big man's got an arm, can make me an army.
The big man has a Gundam.
Yeah, exactly. He can make me a cat gut. He can make me a Leonin Gundam, damn you.
Well, he can only make a Leonin Gundam with help from everybody else.
That's true.
He goes, "Let us hope that you are one of those good apples." And he keeps walking. And Eric, with your passive perception, you hear him going under, kind of mumbling to himself. "Am I a good apple? Is my tree rotten? Oh, my tree's perfect. It's everybody else that is rotten."
Can I insight him to see if he's gaslighting himself?
He has a god complex. Cottle definitely hates him.
Wow, wow, you cannot believe this. I actually wrote double ones. I actually wrote snake eyes.
Okay.
Wow.
And if the total matters, 4.
Whatever this guy says is the thing that has made the most sense since you started on this journey.
To be fair, that's not far off the truth, I think.
So, you walk back to the melter slash furnace. You touch on all of those pistons, they lock down, and the furnace itself starts spinning in a spiraling motion. And you can see it's kind of like a platform that is yellow, and it just seems to be enough for one person to stand up at a time. Kind of like an elevator of sorts. Ignatius will What? Anybody has any issues with me taking the honors of going first?
Can I give him a little push? So like, just walk past him, little hit push.
Push into the teleporter, nothing can go wrong.
You see he steps onto this cylindrical, yellowish platform, and it starts descending slowly, controlled. And by the moment that it's maybe like 10 centimeters away from the top of his hair, you see kind of like uh, blowing a bubble, another of these yellowish platforms appears in the same place. And he just keeps descending at a slow rate.
So there's lava potentially down there. Should we just test to see if he just comes back up, or we hear screaming and then go down?
How far down is
Sounds smart.
Looking down, it just seems like looking at a tunnel in a cavern. Light seeps through where you are, but looking down, it just seems pure dark.
Well, even if we wait, we'd be waiting a lot longer than we should be. I think we should proceed regardless. Because, don't
Yeah.
forget, we need allies.
Yes. Let's send Vishar in next.
That goes, oh,
Eh,
well, very well. I shall go first
You are-
because
you
I'm
are-
the bravest
you are-
one of us all.
You are you are one
Because that
of
is
the
something
second.
he would say.
And he just puts like a feet on the platform. The platform kind of adjusts to his weight. And he goes, "Oh, I don't like this." And he just jumps onto the platform and immediately starts descending at a similar rate of speed to which Ignatius was descending.
I'll follow.
No. I think Ephraim should go next.
No, I'm going.
Oh, you just want to be next to your friend? Your new friend?
I ain't no bitch.
Is that Eric? Is that you saying it?
That's me.
What, Gabba? Why are you jealous? He might actually like someone better than you. You are under Gaia's, bitch. Tell the truth.
No, just winding him up.
Is
Yeah.
that the truth? The truth and the honest truth.
Yeah.
You're not jealous.
That's side eye.
It's 'cause you're there. It's because my camera's there and I can't do both. I need to see reactions and also look like I'm paying attention.
Fine.
What's that? Let's see if this is better.
Fine.
No, I still look down.
Fine.
So, Eric, you
Yeah.
you start descending. The
Mhm.
platform feels rigid enough, but it's kind of like stepping on those anti-fatigue mattresses. And you just start going down. By the moment that you are maybe like half a meter down from the hole, you can look up and you just see pitch black and a hole from where everybody's looking down at you. And you just keep descending. You don't see Ignatius or Bishar close to you because by the moment that you look down, there's not enough light. And it feels almost as if you are descending into a cloud of something black, kind of like going through a storm. You can even hear the low crumbling of thunder far away. And at the moment that you keep descending, by this moment the hole from where you just came in is really slow. You can just put your thumb up and completely block it, and you feel like exactly. I guess that the best metaphor I can come up with is walking through a storm cloud. You can feel the droplets of water touching your body. You can feel just the mist and the moist that forms a cloud making contact with all of your fur. And we'll get back to you in a second. Who goes next?
I'm going to suggest that could we try and step on the platform like two at a time? Instead of one of us potentially being left up here and being attacked.
You see,
I
you see
already
that,
stepped on.
Okay, cow licking.
Like stepped on. What did you say?
And you see Celestia and Eleonora will go. Oh, well, I'm used to being close to Ellie, so we could certainly try it. And you see that this Albion woman just kind of like jumps onto the arms of the dwarf, and the dwarf carries her like a princess, and they both start descending together. And as she goes down the hole, you can see that she hits her head with the edge, and she goes, "It's a little crumpled. I wouldn't recommend it."
No, it's just because there's a mechanic at play that the GM doesn't want us to exploit.
You can do whatever you want. You just prove that two people can fit in the same platform. It will be cramped, and they will have to be hugging each other.
Sadly, there's three of us as well.
Ephraim just looks at you and goes like, "Well, I wouldn't certainly mind hugging one of you, but I'd rather go by myself." And he just starts descending and kind of looks at you and looks down and goes like, "Oh." Just you two.
The last. Next, what do you want to do?
It would be funny if I went in my shell and you stood on me.
Oh. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
The first time I'm using this feature in the campaign. Yeah, baby!
Okay. So, you all start descending. You all go through something identical to what I said to Eric. You feel as you are coursing through a storm cloud. As you go through this crackling of thunder and the rumbling of a storm very far away, it feels odd to you, kind of like off in some sort of way.
Damn fake storms.
And Eric, as out of everybody here, you are why am I hearing myself?
Hell has gone too far again.
Oh, okay.
She's breaking the matrix.
Okay, that's better. As you see Eric, you go down. You look as you come out of the storm cloud, and you look up, and when you just come out of the last speck of cloud, storm, gas. Yes, I mean clouds are gas, so yes. You look up and it's kind of like looking at a starry sky, and as if the stars are in the middle of the storm, but you can still see all of the constellations and every single point. And you look down and you see you keep descending, and you are almost at the same height as Ignatius and Bishar, except that Ignatius, as he was just like a couple of seconds ago wearing this kind of like overall, very fancy overall, but still an overall for like working in some sort of atelier, he just has this very regal tuxedo. He has like all of his hair has been braided together, forming a quick braid that goes kind of into like a ponytail pointing up. He's adorned by silver and gold, and he seems to just be shining and in a very formal, high class outfit. You look at Bishar, and you see that Bishar is wearing a close-fitting tailor suit made out of leathers and rich fabrics, mostly dark green, with some shades of light green and brown accent. It seems to be like a close collar and matches a cloak that ends just below the knees and is held close by a silver clasp in the shape of a crescent moon. And underneath underneath this tuxedo, you can see a knee-high boot made out of like very rich dark leather, and it's the whole outfit seems to be decorated and accented in silver colored stitching, which has the patterns of stars and constellations all the way to the shoulders and around the chest. He has his black hair, who he normally wears like just loose. It's being held in place by a headband made out of braided silver wire, and he's wearing a black leather belt with silver decorations resembling various constellations. You look at yourself, and what do you think Eric's formal attire look like? You're muted.
That's a good question. So I think the only formal event Eric has ever been to is probably the one that would have been to, like, the sort of society that the archaeologists, people, and magic studies of Nasanzia would have been to. And I think it would be very the inspiration would be very Wakanda, like the the bright colors of the cloth swathing over him, along with the clothes largely loose fitting, but still he doesn't personally like it, but because the occasion would call for it, it's very much the filigree of sort of gold threads, right? Gold or silver threads, whatever is available in the Nasensian city, and it's all with him. It's probably more iconography of, again, bearing the sort of lion-esque icons, right? So like either the claws or the shape of the manes that sort of look either like the sun or the head of a lion, depending on which way you look at it, right? And I think the bright colors would be very much a sort of red gold with probably red gold and a small amount of maybe purple, like a little accent of purple.
Yeah, and as you keep descending down the storm, you look at yourself and you are indeed wearing kind of like this very formal, very like high class, full etiquette attire. And you look up to see at the clouds, and behind you, you see Kauliki descending down from the cloud, and she's wearing. What do you think Kauliki would be considered as her own formal attire?
Okay, first of all, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay, great. I think Kaoliki would have been clad in a simple yet beautiful robe. Martin, please remind me, what were the colors of the Seraphim program?
So you were with Laika, so that would have been a very regal hue of purple mixed with some night blue and silver.
Okay, so she would have like a gown, like A-line dress, very puffed but still very simple in a sense, in a purple, with accents of midnight blue and silver jewelry. Her hair would be braided down her back in a thick Dutch braid and decorated with silver rings and clasps. Um, she would wear like gossamer gloves, like in a very unpractical yet beautiful, simple gown. And very airy, with a very low back, allowing for the wings to stand proudly. Um, a sweetheart chest and front lacing. It would be asymmetrical, so in the back would be way longer than in the front, like not a train per se, but the front would like end at her mid thigh or knee, and the end would go past her feet onto the floor a little bit. She would wear. She wouldn't have shoes. She would just be barefoot still because she has cat's paws on her feet. But you would. Wouldn't be something that you would ever think Kaoliki would wear. Before you have seen her in a very simple merchant's outfits, and now she looks like a very rich princess almost, but very movable and breathy. Very light fabrics, very flowy fabrics, but still midnight blue, dark purple, still a little bit on edge, still a little bit dangerous.
And almost like just a couple of seconds after Kauliki descends from the clouds, you see a dwarf woman, fiery red hair. She's also wearing a kind of like a tuxedo, and you see she has like these kind of like furs of some sort of red animals that are adorned with pauldrons, but they are not like war pauldrons. They seem to be more like a very regal, just kind of like kingly like sweet medieval kind of like king court. And she has these pauldrons that are made out of like dragon scales that have been patched together with some sort of iron thread made out of maybe silver. And on her arms, you see Celestia, this woman, this like Albion woman with her flowing black hair, and she's wearing what seems to be more of like a religious formal attire, very pope-like, and she has like a big white hat, and she has like a necklace made out of like different tools like screwdrivers and other and wrenches and hammers and other things, but they seem to be made out of like the finest jewelry craftsmanship that you've ever seen. And she just looks very ecclesiastic, like if this is what she would wear to do like the highest ceremonies for her god. She's still on the arms of Ellie, and after her you see Ephraim descending, and he is wearing a navy blue dinner suit. Uh, he has like this chain that goes from the outside of a pocket to inside the pocket, and he, as he looks around and he grabs it, he has like this chain pocket watch that is like completely made out of gold with embroidered silver, and has like motifs um, of Ambrose, and his facial hair is cut to like mutton chops, perfectly cut, and he has like this on his pocket on the blue navy dinner suit. He has like this metallic air trumpet, kind of like the trumpet that during Victorian ages they would put on their ears to listen far away. And you see that the suit itself, all of the fold of the neck and where the buttons button up, you see that he has like silver thread very finely made out of like some embroidery of the different districts of the Longstad Empire, just the symbols of each district, like uh, the Dragonute blood tree for Almeria. He has a cog with the magical wand in the middle. He has the wings of Longus to represent the capital, and he has just kind of like an island floating out in the sky. And so it's just like the same silver thread that very, very seamlessly connects to everything in the suit. It seems to have been crafted almost a single piece, kind of laser cut. If it weren't for those tiny silver stitches, you would not know. Followed by Ephraim comes a turtle shell with an orc posing on top, kind of like Conqueror placing a flag. And Quattle, what do you think, David? What do you think Quattle's formal attire would look like?
It would be same style robe, but in the colors of whatever guild he belongs to, and that would be it.
Please have a top hat. I beg you.
And a monocle. It has to be top hat monocle.
But don't you actually need a walking stick? Because top hat, monocle, and a walking stick. Mwah.
Yeah.
Victorian gentleman.
No. He is ultimately a function over form person, so it would be plain.
Boring.
Yep. Robe, just in
but
guild
do you-
colors.
What do you think that Quattle's attire was like when he was meeting with the king, back when he was like a high-paid? Oh fuck! I cannot find the word. Architect.
Come on.
Architect.
Yeah. Guild robe, but slightly more fancy.
Mhm. Okay.
Because he can't find anybody. He can't find a tailor anywhere.
What nobody knows is that behind the shell he's wearing a fancy suit, but nobody will see that ever. What is Gaba wearing?
So, I would say in Gabba's tribe, there is no such thing as formal attire. We don't waste our times on these things.
No, the
But-
Orcish tribes,
Wait,
they have
wait.
like those druidic celebrations, and they use a lot of vivid colors.
wait. But in her mind, she's going all out for a formal. She's wearing a brassiere with all sequins and dangling bits dangling from them, from like little like seashells and like pretty stones and all that dangling and making like the little, like if they were to walk past, they go. And then nothing else, bare body down to the knickers, which are then exactly the same with all gems, bejazzled, you may say.
So you went very jewelry
Victoria's Secret.
belly dancer.
Yeah, basically a very diamond up, jeweled up belly dancer.
And
Belly dancers do have pants.
Well, these are the pants. I said pants, knickers.
I mean, trousers.
No.
and
We
this-
have no time for this. We live in a very warm climate.
Oh, there's a kitty.
And this kind of makes sense. You know that Orcish tribes, they are very proud and very prideful about showing their bodies, that they have toned and work, and
No,
They-
don't make sense out of it.
the jewels and the metal. That's a Gava choice. Orcish tribes also use a lot of very vivid colors that are extremely saturated, because, as a matter of fact, orcs kind of have a very desaturated, toned down vision about color. So they enjoy very vivid colors. So, aka
And that's what-
jewels.
That's what exactly. Those jewels are not just like any like all vivid like aqua. In our Discord, I have put an example of what I would be wearing. It's very vivid, very much like when the light hits it at certain angles, you get different colors as well due to the spectrums of the way the light will go through it. Ignore the two other ones; they were just concepts. I decided.
I cannot wait for your wife to watch this.
Nah, she doesn't watch this. Do you think she cares about this?
Wait until your family
My
sees
ba-
this in 10 years.
When the kid watched
When your
it.
kid watches this and says, "Daddy, what were you talking about a dress?"
That's
Why,
fair.
what does vajazzle mean?
And
Okay,
as,
that one's going to be harder to explain.
as you all descend down the storm cloud, you look, and it's almost as if the speed of all of your platforms had adjusted itself, and you now are descending at a uniform rate all together. You look down and you see there are some lights going up and down, almost like a big, like a light bottle. Yeah, they would have this in this world. It seems like in war times, when they point very giant lights into the sky to illuminate the airships, but in order for the soldiers to have a clear light on what they are attacking. But it seems that these lights are just going in parallel motions, kind of moving together at a uniform rate, and they illuminate everything, and they go into the clouds. And as they go into the clouds, you see that they cut almost like a bat signal, just over the sky. And you look down, and it seems that there are multiple little tiny points of light moving around, almost as, to put it into visuals of our world, it would be almost as if you are standing above a stadium in the middle of a concert, and you see thousands of
God.
little
no.
torches and phones, just lights moving around. And as it's going to take a while for you to descend. So, do you say anything? Do you do anything? What is going through your mind as you are descending into this place?
What is happening? What is down there?
I don't know. Yes, we sort of think about this. Do we have our weapons?
No. Like, you can feel it if you reach for, but it seems to
Yeah.
be invisible. And if you touch onto your formal attire, you can still feel your armor underneath it. So if you pull up the sleeves, it doesn't seem to be there.
I am going typical little girl in a princess dress. I am going, ooh, it's swirls! Oh, you look
I-
very pretty, all of you.
I think this is some sort of illusion magic.
Oh,
Oh.
because I can still feel the armor underneath it.
But you look dashing.
Thank you. I've not had to wear this for a very long time, so this would be. I had hoped to not wear this for a while.
Oh. Does it come with bad memories?
No, this comes with a lot of responsibility that I don't think I'm ready for yet.
And look at you, Gabba.
You would see Gabba not paying attention, just doing belly dances. Just in her own world.
I would like to prestidigitate little lights around her, different colors, so the jewels on her bikini basically reflect beautiful colors around.
You
I
don't
am
know where,
making her into a disco ball.
you don't know where it's coming from, but somehow you hear Shakira's music playing.
Oh, tonight you're gonna have something.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
What is going through Quattle's head?
No.
Considering pulling the fuse on the bomb.
Just cast 9th level wish.
No.
Fuck this shit up!
You guys keep descending. You start hearing chattering, clanging of glasses, clamoring. Those lights start going over and they start focusing on you. And you hear from underneath a very loud voice that echoes. And you see those lights that I mentioned that are moving and flashing. You now see that these reflections of lights on jewelry and metal. And you see so many creatures, kind of like a whole crowd of them, and they are kind of like farther away from you. And you look, and almost close to where you are about to descend, there's like an opening of people kind of making the preparations for what would be a circle of death in a metal concert where everybody opens up. And you start hearing like clapping and clamoring, some whistling, and you hear a loud voice that goes, "Clickers and clockers! Inventions from all around! We've been waiting for this! Here come the sellers!" And the lights just focus on all of you. And as you keep descending now, it's very blinding because of the light, but as soon as you are able to focus on your sight and look down, Eric, you see that all of those creatures moving around and all of the people that were kind of filling this space, they are no people. You see automatons, you see a giant coin floating, you see a chess piece that has a piston that is going underneath, and it's kind of like a chest piece of a horse just jumping on a pogo stick, but it's like as big as your chest. You see there are like a pair of boots with eyes, and they have like a jetpack, and they are moving around, and they just do swirl around all of you, and you just hear like clapping and clamoring, and you finish descending down into the door, and just a loud round of applause that lasts for like a whole minute.
No.
Are you saying it out loud, Portal?
Nope, he's doing it in his head, but
But
because
we
of
don't-
the thingy band, you'll see he's scared shitless.
But wouldn't we all feel your fear because of the
Yep.
bands? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would go
then-
through the band. Are we on a party? And someone please tell me how to behave on a party. I've never been on a party.
Generally don't kill anyone and don't insult anyone. And I sort of look to Quartal like, is this something you know about? Because none of this rings a bell for me.
Spill the beans.
I have stage fright, that's my only design sense.
I nod.
Comes from the shell. He's still inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still in there.
I think I would pick him up at this point and be like, "He's fine. Don't worry about it. Look, we'll just pretend that it's only everyone in the world looking at you. It's fine."
Shut up.
I don't think you'd like to say that to me.
Is Gavin
Why
enjoying
not?
this through the band?
I'm still dancing. I'm dancing, holding you up in the air.
Aren't you still exhausted? He's
Listen, I'm not.
he's a heavy boy.
I think I can still pick him up.
I look at the 3 new people. What are those clickers and clockers?
Ignatius, like he's standing on the platform on the back of Gundam, and he has like this half helmet that just opens, and he pops his head and goes, "Oh, the sensors were not wrong. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I'm certainly have. That's the shoes." And you see that he points at a pair of shoes with some sort of like jetpack propulsions that they are flying around, and they have like these eyes where the shoelaces should be, and they are flying and they wink at you as they pass through, and the shoes kind of like impact against the horse chest piece with the pogo stick that had like this glass of wine just floating, almost as if it was being held by a hand, but there was no hand. The glass just was floating there, and the chest piece goes like, "Bro, wait!" And there's like wine that shams out of the glass and pops onto the shoes, and the shoes disappear out of existence.
Previous inventions of yours?
I just, not of mine, but I remember those shoes from 3 weeks ago in the Festival of Inventions. Supposedly they are shoes that never get wet. It's easy for them to never get wet. They simply disappear into a pocket dimension the moment that liquid comes into contact with them. Even to say, they didn't win it.
Wait, what happens to all the inventions, whether they win or lose?
They are brought we judge them in the festival. We give the prize, the possibility to own an atelier in the Muse district, and everything is granted to Kirschis as an offering to inventions and craftsmanship.
Anything dangerous?
Anything that everybody has.
No. How many dangerous things were invented?
Define dangers.
Killing.
Made
Blood.
for war.
Well, I do remember once that there was this scarf that could never be unknotted. It was supposed to be useful for when Larkon was moving through a cold patch. The issue was that the scarf would never be unknotted and would be slightly tighter every second to keep you warm. We had to revivify a couple of people that got asphyxiated, but for the last 30 years, I don't remember some. Oh yes, there was this one that was a vial that was impossible to catch. It would always slip. Who would invent a vial that you cannot catch? And apparently each time that it touched the ground, it would make a small explosion. So
Define small?
I can't.
Okay.
So, is the idea here then that we are to wade through these inventions?
We were called some name before right now? A clocker or something like that?
Thought we were called the Sellers.
Oh yeah, the sellers. Yeah.
Oh, I see what's going on.
At that moment, you hear a loud bum 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 bum, and you see like this kind of like you see that there's like this stage about like
You are a lion.
about like 20 meters away from you, and you see there's this spinning globe that is just flying in the air and has like this constant propulsion of just some gas being coming from underneath it. It has like this metal frame always spinning around it, and in the metal frame you see some eyes, and it just goes, "Clickers and cluckers, you've been waiting for a week, but worry not, we have somebody. The sellers have come here to auction the last item. Who shall win it?" And you see that every time that this spinning kind of thing goes behind the back, the voice sounds lower, and then it sounds louder, and then lower, and then louder, almost as if the mouth that was speaking was spinning. And you see at that moment, like, some of the lights that have been spinning around point at you straight, and all of the things start clapping and moving around, and you see like uh, there's a lamp, like a small desk lamp that
No.
that has like a sun above it, and just approaches you kind of jumping, and the lamp itself starts going and goes like, "Oh, what did you bring us? Is it something good? Is it something that will revolutionize it? Or please tell me it's a sun. I don't want to die."
How would you die?
And you see the horse chest piece that is on a pogo stick just comes and knocks on this lamp on the side, and the small sun, kind of like small thing that was generating light on top of its head, falls to the ground, and the lamp goes, "Oh no, no, no!" And the lamp stops moving, and
Can I mage hand the sun back onto her head?
it opens the eyes and goes, I'm alive!
Oh, and keep it on.
Yes, this is my livelihood. I'm a lamp that needs sunlight to produce light. Baby, why was I made?
I've got the wrong thing having an existential crisis on my bingo.
And you see the horse chest piece goes, "Here's wine." You see it has like 3 glasses of wine just pogoing with it at the same rate.
Thank you very much. What do you require?
And the horse chest piece, it's like made out of ceramic, has no mouth moving, but it seems like the chest piece itself moves its head each time that it bounces, and it goes, "You are here to ring the tributes of the race will." And you see there's like this kind of like automaton that spins over a sphere, and they have like a blue hat and a very very wide eye, and they seem to be made out of like just wire. Doesn't seem to be like completely covered, kind of like Gundam that you made an armor. It just seems to be like wired, be lighter. And they come and they start pushing people around, and they go, Well, it's time for the cast of honors to approach the stage. And they are pushing away all of the pieces, all of the other inventions.
Is it like a path for us to walk through?
Yeah, it seems that some of these spinning sort of automaton security guards have made a path from where you are standing to back of the station.
I look at the kid just like, are we supposed to go? I'm sorry, I'm not so versed in this. My specialty lies in combat and reading giant runes.
You say giant runes, and you see there's like this giant floating coin with one eye on each side that opens its eyes and goes. The coin just moves up and down, but you hear kind of like a voice and goes, "Giant runes? I was made using giant runes. I'm worth 10 gold." And you see there's like just kind of like a sword floating on a hilt and another sword just floating next to it. And the sword opens the mouth and goes, "You are worth 10 gold. You are worth nothing. I'm worth 20 gold." And I'm cold. And the other sword comes flying out of the sheet, and the sword goes into sheet, and you see the sword that just came out is like kind of red, almost glowing red, and goes, "Yes, we are worth 20 gold each. We are better than just a coin that it has some rune magic that does nothing." And you see, as it's speaking, the sword starts to cool off and goes, "Ah, switch!" And they switch with the sheet, and the other sword comes out slightly hotter and redder, and they go, "Yes, you can compete with the master inventions." And it just seems that as you are walking, following this pathway created by the guards, there seems you are passing through different phases, and the closer you get to the stage, you hear um, you hear different inventions arguing and bickering with each other about which one is more expensive, which one is worth more. And it seems the closer you get to the stage, the higher the values that they are dropping are.
So are we selling or buying? Why are they talking about prices?
I have a feeling we are supposed to be selling. I look at Gearspark like, have there been records of this type of activity in the tower?
Certainly, this one hasn't catch my ears.
So, you there, Clockwork. Where are we exactly, and how much are you worth?
You see, you point at the automatons, security guards that have been making.
No. Someone. I'm pointing to someone in the crowd.
Okay. You point at a pair of gloves, very similar to the ones that Ignatius has. They have like ears in them that are spinning, and they seem to be crushing something, and some sliver of thunder comes crackling through them every once in a while. And they just point, and they have like faces, two eyes and a mouth here on the palm, and they go, "Well, we are worth about 20,000 gold. We were created by a great gnome." And the other glove goes, "Yes, he was. Oh my god, it's him!" And they fly towards Ignatius and kind of like smooch each one of the gloves on the sides of the cheek, and they go, "Creator, you've come back for us. You have not forsaken us." And Ignatius is just like, looks at
20,000 gold.
looks at the gloves on his hand, and he goes, "Ah, yes, about that. I'll be back with you later. Stay there. We'll talk."
I ask, is there a map?
You see, in the middle of the crowd, there's like this all the parchment with a very smug look on his face. Imagine Dora the Explorer map, but
Oh god.
fancy with gold embroidering and a very giving you attitude. And he goes, "Well, yes. Where would you like to begin? I know all of them. I know where you've been. I know where you will be. I'm the map."
Alright.
The map.
The map. Show us where we are in this tower.
Oh, that's child's play.
Please?
Oh, a little bit more.
You mighty piece of paper. We would very much enjoy watching you unfold.
Oh, yes, the sound of my parchment unfolding is the crackling that amuses the fairies themselves. And you see it slowly as it's being super smug, it starts unfolding, kind of like, bask in my greatness. And he just flashes you, kind of like a diagram of the stadium where you are, and it just seems to be kind of like a very accurate circle, oval where the stage is. It's kind of like when you go to buy the tickets for a movie and everything is arranged by it. It seems almost like that.
Is there a exit down?
So
Breaking encounters right away.
at the moment you don't see particularly an exit, and you don't
Right.
see like the symbols of where an entrance or an emergency exit. Nothing like that would be. It just
But he
seems to
should.
be split
Yeah.
into like sections, and it's kind of like, this is the $20 seat, this is the $50 seat, this is the $2,000 seat, and it just seems to be like that.
Is it showing the entirety of the floor, as far as we are aware of?
As far as you are aware, it also shows a small golden pin of like a lion head, a pin of like two wings with a kitty nose. It shows like a turtle, a an orc with a dumb face, a dwarf with big mustaches, and just like 2-3 stars for glimmering and forming a constellation. It shows like the symbol of like the gauntlets that Ignatius has, and a horse, and just an angry dwarf, and they seem to be where you are at the moment. And every time that you take a step forward or down, it seems high.
I say to the map, where is the exit?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I requesting for something on such a rude tone? And the map starts curling and closing itself.
I take my lion claws and clip the sides to stop him unfurling, furling up, and I say, you should listen to those who are perhaps your betters that do have claws. Have you seen what happens to paper when they make contact with sharp claws?
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, I can tell I'm not gonna like this tower level.
It's a bit, what's the word? It's a bit, Disney Fantasia-esque. Oh, that's not bad. How does a...
Can a cat blush?
No, you are
18.
the one obsessed with cats.
Yeah.
18. An 18. So the parchment, the map stops folding down, and you look at the eyes looking at you and goes, oh my, your filthy claws are touching me, the master artifact, and oh, nobody has ever spoken to me in the face. I kind of like it. No, I don't like it. I'm masterful. Ah, I'm flustered.
I love it.
I don't know how. Map doesn't know how to. And the map
Obey.
opens again
Masochist
and
map.
opens back again, and you see like on the bottom of the page there's like some ink just.
Oh
running down.
no!
No.
Too far! Too far!
I say you are clearly not masterful if you cannot control yourself.
Oh no! Please don't keep talking to me like that.
I look like, am I saying something wrong?
Cody
Eric has
Cody
actually
got-
no idea. No.
Cody had gotten a fan from somewhere. No, everything is good.
The fan is like, yes, everything is good. Harder, dear, harder.
I immediately let it go. I don't know what is happening, but I think all these things are mightily horny.
You see,
No one.
Ignatius goes, well, we do this festival once a week, and most of the craftsmen live on their workshops day and night, drinking pixie dust to stay awake, and they don't have much contact with other gnomes or dwarves or whatever they like. And you get used to this in due time.
I want to incinerate them all.
I was gonna say,
all
where's
your
the fucking
inventions are-
fireball?
Fireball. Da, 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 da.
I just leveled
Uh,
up, I've got Cone of Lightning, so I can
Oh,
use that.
that'd be fantastic.
Visha has Wall of Fire.
Yeah, that's true.
What is Gaba doing?
Yeah, what is Gabba doing?
Still thrusting.
Yeah.
Gaba is just walking, dancing, belly dancing for all of the inventions, and all of the inventions go, yeah! And you see the giant coin itself comes flying out of the crowd and lands on your feet and goes and starts kind of like tingling on your feet and goes up. I will do that again, and the coin goes back and goes flying away once again.
You are getting tips. You're getting literal tips.
It's gotta work it, baby. It's gotta
I
work
mean,
it.
is it tips or can it be considered tips when it's the same coin being reused? Because technically Gabba's not really gaining anything. It's like
Gabba
a
is
cheap...
gaining some stomach muscles.
I'm
from belly
gaining an
dancing.
ego.
I mean, it's basically like a cheap person who's gone to a strip bar, given the $1 bill, taken it back, and they kept giving it to somehow convince the stripper that that's not the same bill that he's kept giving.
That's pretty much what's happening, except that the bill is alive and is throwing itself.
Yeah, I got a stalker already.
The dog does not like it.
Didn't
No,
like it.
the
No.
dog is not about this. I'll tell you that.
I
Yeah.
am an innocent little girl and I do not know what is happening.
I'm just belly dancing. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm telling myself that.
You know
I
that's a
guess
lie. We all know that's a lie.
think I don't even bother like folding up the map properly. I just kind of like sort of crumple and crush it and just
No
say,
one would want that, don't do that.
"Oh, Eric has no clue."
You crumple the map and the map goes, how dare you, servant, listen, do this to such a regal artifact that, oh, me.
The map?
I am the
Wonderful. Can you show also past places?
Stupid little girl, I can show everything. I know everything.
Do not talk to me like that.
Oh, do you have claws?
I have claws, I have fire, I have darkness, I have pain.
You can make an arrangement. Now,
So, do you
Big.
show? Do you show present places of the past, or places of the present where the people who created you do not know of?
I can show you the world. I just need to have been there before.
Shining, shimmering, and splendid.
I need been there before, personally.
What about underneath it?
Underneath it.
Can
I-
you show me what is currently above us, directly above us, above the
Yeah.
miasma?
Yeah.
Oh, have you been there yourself?
Yes.
Of course I can show you. I'm the map, and the map bonks you on the head, and then spreads up, and it shows you whatever place you were thinking of when it bonked you.
My home city when I was a little girl.
Okay, it shows you what Kauliki would have explored. What Celia have explored of Ambrisia, and the streets that she knew, and it's everything in like perfect detail. All of the alleys, all of the streets. Where there was a tree, there's a symbol of a tree. And he closes himself up and goes, "I'm the map. I know everything.
That is actually quite impressive.
I know."
I want to try something. Cortal's gonna come out of a shell.
Kotel has been carried by Gundam on his
Yep.
on his arms.
So he's like emerging like a princess, being princess carried.
Does Kotel have a hat or a
No.
or a bow or anything? He
No.
has a monocle.
Well, I have that fucking silly monocle that tells me everything, don't I? Anyway.
You see another monocle comes flying towards you, and it has an eye and goes, "Cousin, is that you?" And the monocle in your face does not respond.
Aww.
But what you do see next to the monocle that came and goes cousin, you see a magnifying glass with clips as eyebrows comes flying and goes, No. Cousin, no. You know what you did last summer. Go back.
Magni?
Well, hello. I see that you're looking for something. That is indeed my name. How may I be of assistance?
Okay.
Hi. Aren't you in a library?
Indeed, I belong in a library. I was created by the master craftsmen of the Glorium Arcanum. I am one of the most glorious artifacts in this place. I know all information that has ever been presented to mankind. How may I be of assistance? Let me investigate you. And you see, it looks at you, but no beam of light
Martin,
comes.
what do I need to roll?
That's wisdom 10.
Wisdom 10? Wisdom 8.
Kauliki smashes the magnifying glass in the middle. The glass shatters, and the frame of the magnifying glass is dangling from Kauliki's claw.
I am so sorry.
You hear, "Well, don't be. That's something that happens to everybody. I've been smashed about 347,520 times." And you see the shards of glass that fell on the ground start flowing back into the air, and the frame of the magnifying glass goes flying away and seems to reform itself. Speaking of which, Eric, where you had put your claw through the map, there's no hole anymore. Meanwhile, Gava is still belly dancing.
Can I
Yeah.
go to the map?
Oh, another inventor approaches the glorious the map.
Can you show us the locations of other people that we wish to know the location of?
Stupid
Dear map?
boy, I can show you everything. The map is magnanimous and the map can show you. No, I cannot show you that.
And you are not the masterful map.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Only
oh.
only the masterful map would be able to do that.
No, no. Yes, no, no.
Degradation King, okay.
Oh, you are a cunning one, this man. How beastly your claws are.
If you were truly masterful, you would be able to show me. What was the city we were in?
Equestria?
Equestria? No.
Something with K, right?
No. I'm
Kiev?
Kiev.
just saying.
I think it was Kiev.
Right, hang on. I got it. You'll be able to show us where. What's fucking Joroff?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. I was trying to think
Oh.
if we could track your elf via this map.
The map will go. No, yes, no. Oh,
You-
mighty claws, spare me! And they spank. The map spanks you on the forehead, and it opens up. The king is slightly running down, and you see.
Did you say the king is slightly
the
running down?
ink.
That
The
was
ink.
definitely a fucking Freudian slip there.
The ink.
A
And-
markism.
It shows you all of places of Earth that to explore. It doesn't
Yeah.
show you like beams of people moving around. It's not like the Harry Potter second movie map.
Yeah,
It shows everybody walking down.
That's what I wanted the map to be.
yeah, no,
I wanted to see if I could suss up what your elf was, but oh
yeah,
well.
no, same.
I come over, belly dancing. I'm like, is this map actually any good?
Gava, give me a performance check.
La, 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 la.
I would like to cast guidance as Isha.
He would not do that.
Can I help with the fairy lights around her?
Sure.
Have advantage.
23.
You see, there's a whole set of chess pieces in pogo sticks dancing next to you. There's the shoes that disappeared are come back and are flying next to you, winking at you constantly. You see the coin just keeps dropping itself over you once and over and over. There's this metal rod that approaches you and gets super stiff and just stands in place or like doesn't move. And all of the invention seems to be like ecstatic following you.
A rod that is super hard and stands. Okay.
It's an immovable rod.
Sure, sure
So-
it is. It didn't have a blue button, did it?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Is it slightly wider at the bottom and
So, is it got a fluid tip? So, is there anything
Is it
actually
cut?
good here? You know, what's going on?
You see, all of this time the
Everything's starting to hurt.
metal frame automatons with a blue security guard cap keeping most of the inventions away from you, and they are just kind of like having Owen with a handle like this all the time.
So, have we found anything? What's this map do? Can I do anything with it?
No, it's useless.
The
It-
map
it-
is
it seems-
almighty.
So I'm gonna get a match and light on my body. And I'm just going to put the match closer to this map and say, can I burn it? Because if it's useless, they can't show me where Gralia is, for example. What's the point?
The map is not a fan of fire.
Show Gralia or you get burnt.
Oh, I don't know what Grelia is.
Show me above the miasma or you get burnt.
Give me an intimidation check.
The lamps are going red and black, red and black, red and black, flashing.
15.
The map is going to bonk you on the face, and the paper itself spreads up and you see everything that Gava was able to see from Grelia, but since Gava saw Grelia from a flying vessel, it has the complete outline of the land and where mountains should be. But as you start kind of looking specific area, for example where Drosford was, the map itself starts kind of like make zoom, and you see where the tents were, where the old town was, and it seems to be pretty accurate representation of what Gava remembered earlier.
Show me something I haven't seen.
That is not possible, girl, as imagination is the mighty empire of.
So, is this basically just a memory? Is this just...
That's what I'm thinking, is this fucking map just essentially just shows us what we've seen, not what it knows.
But is that a good thing? Because say, for example, we're like, oh, we're in, like we forget something. Oh, what actually happened? Like, for example, when the king died, what actually happened? Map comes up, shows us like a snapshot of when he got shot, and you can see where everything is. Is that useful? Otherwise, I'm going to drop the match on it.
Yeah, but it would be your perception of what happened, not what actually happened.
Gab or anything, I've seen better. I like the corner of the map. I'll just start dancing away.
The map starts burning and it starts spiraling around you and goes, the map is fire, the map is the fire, the map is actually on fire, somebody fucking help the map. And it starts running towards this glass that is just kind of like floating around this disc. There's like this disc of bronze and there's a glass floating in the middle, kind of like a magnetic electromagnetism. And the map goes into the middle of the glass, and as soon as it touches the glass, the water starts filling from the bottom of the glass, and the map goes up and goes, the map thanks you, mighty glass. And as soon as the map leaves the glass, all of the water starts to being drained and disappears.
I'm genuinely at a loss. I think we have to go towards
I think
this.
you are I think it is useless.
I think we need to go down to this staging area.
One moment. Any inventions here that can track people that we've met?
Or
Or have
the ability to see.
Scry.
You see like about 54 artifacts kind of float above the crowd and go, I can do it, 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 I can do it better, I can do it better, no, I'm better, I'm worth more. And they start bickering against each other. And amongst them you see there's like the typical glass jewel that's for scrying. There's like this whole fountain with water and there are eyes in the water. You see there's like a giant mirror, very Sleeping Beauty mirror.
So I'm gonna like, who's willing to risk their entire existence on it? And if you fail, you die. I'm still doing my dancing.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh. So I rolled
And possibly
the same
no kings.
thing. I
Out
rolled
of
the
those
same number.
54, 30 hit down.
I rolled the same number twice, But luckily, I have a +7 in persuasion, so that's a 17.
Out of the other 24, 19 get down. You see 5 dust floating up.
Cool.
And
You
hear-
5, come on down. Do, 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 do,
They-
do,
They float. in
And
the
I will make
lava.
it rain on her.
Um, out of the 5 of you, which can unlimited. Blah,
Which
Try
one of
again.
you is limitless?
yes.
You see, there's a mirror looking at a hand that has kind of like a dragon claw that is holding some sort of sphere. There's this kind of floating orb with a black eye, very reptilian-like, and there's what I can best describe as a D20 with a mirror on each side, but it's as big as my chest.
It's huge.
And there's kind of like a flask, very alchemy-like vial, the triangular vial filled with some sort of liquid that seems kind of like a liquid metal, and all of them kind of look at each other and go, "Not me, not me, not me. Oh, hi!" And all of them fly away.
All right, stop. 5 of you come back.
The dice come back. The dice come back.
The dice comes rolling and goes. Shaz like rolls on. It's like completely made out of metal, kind of like gold, and seems to be like a very polished silver on each side, on each face of the dice. And you see it rolls, and it has like these 2 handles on the side to kind of like shake, and uses the handles to
It's a
like
magic
stand
8
up.
ball.
Uses the 2 handles to like stand up. And you see like 1 eye coming in each of the 20 faces of the side of the dice, and they just blink at you.
Hello. What is your range? If you are not limitless, what are your limits?
I can see 20 places at the same time, and you hear like 20 different smaller voices speaking in a cacophony.
Beautiful. Can you show the places to us, or do you only perceive?
No.
Never mind then. Anyone that can show us the places out of you 5 that stayed.
The vial goes, "I can, but I will die."
How so?
And you see the vial goes, "Think of a place and think of a time."
What about thinking of a person?
Is that what I said? No.
Think of a place. Think of
It's
a time.
the
I
vial's a
think-
one-time use thing.
I think of I think of where Giraffe is now.
No. I said, think of a place. Give me a place. Place and a date. It's not that hard.
Now,
Right now,
the ship, the ship, the big ship with the big cannons. If we know where that is,
wait, I know the name. Wait a second. The ship's name is not Seraphim, not Astral, not Radiant.
Cloudbreaker.
Cloudbreaker. I would have had it. Shh.
Cloudbreaker now.
Very well. And I don't know what the Cloudbreaker is, but I will do this. And the glass kind of like bonks you on the face.
It's everything bonking me.
And it turns around and
Be glad it's not smashing you.
the liquid
Ooh.
metal starts pouring out of the glass and goes, "Oh my god, no, I'm not." And the liquid falls onto the ground and forms kind of like a puddle. It's very mercury-like, and you see a deck of a ship.
Oh, I love to see you all in pain.
A couple of dimensions flash if they could. You see in the paddle made out of a mercury-like substance, starts to move, kind of like forming a 3D geometry, as if the liquid itself was. Have you watched those things that is just like thousands of pins, and you can just push your hand, and you have like a sculpture of your hand made out of pins? It's almost like that, but with liquid metal, and it moves and it animates, and it starts showing what seems to be a deck of a ship and a figure of a middle-aged, youngish Albion man that has a beast walker of some sort of feline facets, almost like a lion or some sort of panther or big cat. Seems to be female. Is wearing just like tattered white clothes, very plain, and has like a chain around her neck that goes straight to Shoral's hand.
Okay.
Does anyone of us realize who that is?
No, you wouldn't know the Miss Walker figure, but Eric.
This is chain.
Yeah.
This is not a face that you've seen in Nurse Sandia. Out of all of the people that you can recall,
She's not Nasandian. Anything on the clothing that would dictate the region or island she would have been from?
no, it just seems to be very plain. Rags, holes in them. Seems as if somebody grabbed the blanket and tried to use it as clothes for like 10 years. Very much slave looking clothing.
Can
see-
we
Oh,
off
go
the
on.
ship any landmarks or buildings and bits and
Nope.
pieces? Bulbs.
Can we see the sun? There's no sun.
Nope, you just see that, and it doesn't move. It's just like an image.
Oh, it's an image. Okay.
Right. So they have. So it's just so I remember. Joral holding.
Well, middle-aged elf. We don't know if that's Jor-El.
Well,
sure,
actually,
Oh,
GM
okay.
said so. Giraffe is holding a lioness type thing. Peace Walker. Whatever one. Yes.
Yeah, but it's not anyone I would recognize, which means.
Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Behind the lioness type of beast walker, the tail that is kind of like scaly, almost like lizard-like.
So it could
As
be
in-
Duras.
Has a tail,
Yes.
or okay, so it's
From-
a
Yeah, it has a
hybrid.
tail, but the tail is lizard-like.
We can't be
Um,
Duras because Duras is with us. Well, she's in our
Shit.
Wait,
Chimera Beast Walker?
That
I,
or
s- I saw a lot. Wait, Martin. I saw in a vision myself as a cat with some scaly things. Does that look similar?
You didn't see your face at the moment, but you saw multiple tubes similar, so it could certainly be one of those, and you remember seeing the face of Shoral from the other side of the tube.
Oh yeah.
what age was how did Jorah look when we were fighting him?
I would say in human years he looked to be of like in the 25s, 28.
Which-
buff.
So
Which
he's
means
aged up, or
is he
No,
or
Ben-
no?
Benjamin
he looks
Buttons.
slightly the same.
okay, so not middle aged. So
Young
and-
because when we met him he was fucking old,
Yes.
and he'd been basically Benjamin buttoning himself.
Yeah, he looks
throughout
like
the journey.
He looks to be like he's a half elf, so it's hard to say a number. But if we had to put human years, he would look like late,
Okay.
and that's about slightly younger than the last time you saw.
So
Gabba
it's
would
not
see this
as
This is not the
intense.
present.
Gabba would see this and say, no, he's gained power.
He's gained power, but not as quick a
Mhm.
rate as he has previously.
But he could be at near enough his final form.
But do we know if this is? But
So
because we said to the liquid thing now, right?
Yeah, so
Mhm.
he could be on his. If he has someone slave, and it looks like the ship he's on the ship, so he must be either going somewhere to maybe the Sandia he's going to, or maybe he's going to
That would be
get his
that
army
would
ready.
be the play. That would be the play. Would be to make an example of our city.
How long does it take from the place where we were to this capital on a ship?
didn't we see like a week?
Yeah, it was like a week, right?
So the reason why you believe that it was big is because Choralf were amassed the forces of capital and march Ersandia with all of the forces. That's how much time it would take.
He was
Maybe he
just
went
going to
straight
ship,
there as is now
take
when
a
we
day.
left him.
How long would an airship take just to go straight there?
Very
Not
well,
long, right?
We've slept
Yeah,
twice.
Less than half a day.
So he's not there yet. So
We could be on his way.
he could be on his way with the army now.
But if it's half a day, right? So think about it. We've slept 2 days roughly in this tower. If we
No,
say
the-
this tower is real time,
Yeah.
Presumably, if time itself does work the same way as it does above, then
did we remember the day we left? GM. Do we know what the day was?
Yeah,
That-
is there a news?
Ephraim knows. Ephraim is smart.
Is there a
No.
newspaper in the clipping which has today's date on it?
yeah.
You want it in World Game or in how many days?
If only in World Game, what was the day that we left above the miasma to here?
Yeah.
What? And then I've got to play.
Oh, you're fucking mad, huh? Okay.
That means there's been a good change.
Well,
That-
is
That
either
would have
we
been the third of the second cycle of the fourth month of 1760.
okay? I'm gonna put my hand up and go. Is there a
Jesus
calendar
Christ.
around here?
It wouldn't be the same date
Oh.
system, would it? Or something?
Well, that's what I'm gonna ask. Is there a calendar system here that translates many different dates?
No calendar gets up.
Can anyone tell me the time or the
Is there a
day?
time tracking device?
You see like 30 different pocket watches approach you.
Can you track temporal shifts in time?
You see out of those 30 pocket watches, only one stays. And the pocket watch itself,
Wonderful.
it
Easy
opens
choice.
Up, it opens up and you see it has like a small stone, kind of like an air stone, but it seems to have made out of like a wind attunement, and it's just kind of like spinning, kind of like a sand clock at full speed. And as it spins, it has like 12 different smaller fragments of stone on it, and each time that it spins, a different one of those 12 stones that make a cylinder get lit up.
Can you show us? Ooh, sorry.
Give me an raw intelligence.
Anybody?
Who?
I feel like Quat will ask the question. Therefore, Quat should roll it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Can
say.
I have help from Ephraim, please?
Sure.
And I'll guide myself.
Are you casting a spell, you idiot?
Oh, piss. Is it leveled spells or is it
Cantrips.
Cantrips for the
Level
or is it?
spells.
Okay, so
Yeah, you're
Okay.
fine with cantrips. I mean, even that Vishal would just cast guidance.
yeah.
Auto guidance.
Yeah, they're not gonna. That guidance ain't gonna help shit.
What's the number?
It's an 12 total.
What is Ephraim's Flash of Genius bonus currently?
+4.
Would a 16 do it, we think?
With a 16, you look at this and
You
this
can
is
re-roll, right? You could have
Not-
re-rolled.
not the time keeping mechanism that you need. If just the small stone moving around, the construction of the metal itself seems to be so old, something that doesn't really feel of the world that you know of, and it's just you do not manage to make the relationship between the spinning airstone with the cylinder. But if you had to take a wild guess, it seems to be like a conversion of one time system to another.
We've got someone who can read this. Ignatius, are you able to interpret this?
Well, sorry, I was talking to the map over there. It's I created it like 50 years ago. I was just getting some memories with him. I don't remember being that smug, but well, they say that age changes somebody.
You created a. Okay, never mind.
Well, what do you need?
We point at this timekeeping machine.
Device.
Well, this is certainly something that I have not seen. The construction itself, just the way that it's built, it reminisces of giant constructions from for the age of equestrian. But the metal doesn't seem to be anything that I know of. This is not gold. It's just if this was gold and he tries to bend it, it would be more malleable, holding itself, and doesn't seem to be using any sort of runic magic. I'm sorry, Eric, my boy. I have no idea what this is, but what I can tell you is that no master crafter of history of our world has made this.
Hey, watch. How do you work?
The watch closes itself and has two eyes and goes, "Oh, you are you talking to me?
Yes. How do you function?
Oh my! It's been like the gears and the cogs. It's been so long since somebody has talked to me. Please tell me everything. I want to hear it. I haven't heard somebody speak to me in 5,000 millennia."
Sweet Jesus.
It's a long fucking time.
Where are you from? 5,000 millennia? That sounds like a lot of long time.
Sure, of course. Introductions, of course. I need to introduce myself first. Rude, watchy, stupid. Okay. I'm from the land of Ind, and you all hear noise in your head. Give me a wisdom save, all of you.
Oh, fantastic. That's not going to go wrong.
What place? I didn't hear it.
That's the point.
Why?
That's the
That's
point.
the point.
That is the point.
Okay.
Get a good wisdom save. You hear it.
Yeah, he basically it's like speaking devil speech.
The filter's activated.
Yeah.
I mean,
wisdom saving
my audio actually cut out, so I didn't know that.
throw.
Wisdom
Unnatural
save,
20.
wisdom save, wisdom
What?
save.
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
Sorry, you said natural?
Unnatural.
Oh, okay. Okay.
23 with a nat 20.
Is that the secret? Can somebody
Tell me the
roll-
name.
Can somebody
oh,
roll for Bishar and Ephraim?
I will.
I'll roll for
One of them got a
Bishar.
7, and then you can have the multiplier on.
What's Bishar's bonus?
+9.
He gets a 12. I rolled a 3.
What?
Yeah.
And Ephraim is, I believe, a +4.
And I
No,
won't
this
roll.
intelligence.
Oh, I don't know. Characters that I was remembering.
Someone else roll for him.
Right. You got that 20.
I do.
Are you fucking
I-
kidding me?
He got a nat 20
Okay.
for a total of
20 something.
wisdom saving throw.
Wait there, you gotta make me open the sheet. From the Artificer. Spoiler. +1. 21.
Okay. So all of you take 10 points of psychic damage.
23!
Ah, there you go. I didn't feel bad. How much did you say, sorry?
10 points of psychic damage.
Oh, 10 points. I thought you said 23.
You see the pocket watch keeps talking. I'm from the land of... And I was created by... And it's been so long. I don't know why I came here, but I just make conversions of time between... And...
I looked to Quartal. You felt that, didn't you?
That's psychic
Yes.
attack. Yes.
Yes.
Now, that's me. Oh, that's introductions. Yes, we're friends now. You're
Sorry,
my
can you
best
repeat?
friends.
Can you repeat that again, please? I didn't quite
No,
catch it.
please, no. Do not listen to him.
What?
Watchy.
Huh.
What? How does one read you currently as the time now?
Well, it's easy. You just need to know the conversion of time between and and you need to do some math. You just multiply it by the power of 12, and you apply the basic runic magic, and you make this figure. And you see, Eric, a giant rune magic starts appearing onto the airstone that keeps moving up and down.
Yeah.
You don't recognize the rune itself, but you can try to roll. Let's call
Arcana?
it Arcana, sure.
Hey. Come on. Oh, that's a good one. Hang on. That's a good one because I'm unnatural 20.
This rune is something that is not commonly seems to some sort of power conversion mechanism. To put it in our terms, it would be the conversion from volts to watts, or from like joules to watts. It would be a conversion of power unit, something.
So he's actually not telling us the time, as far as
Yes.
we are aware.
Based on the description and based on what Eric knows, this is just to convert from a measurement of time to another.
Okay.
But we don't know what the. Well, he said power of 12, so.
So he's basically talking about almost the creation of time.
I'm
What the
I'm
issue is-
thinking whether do we ask him, does he know what time it is right now?
In this.
Do you know the exact time and date?
Do you know the exact time and date of the commonly used date format in this realm?
No, I have no idea. So I used to have a brother. He was tuned to a different place, and we would work together. But I haven't seen for a couple of, I think like 3,000 years or something like that. He went to get milk.
Right.
And cigarettes.
Right. Let's kill this, because the longer we take trying to find out the time, the more time actually passes.
Yeah, and then we
Essentially.
get fucked.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we
Watchy,
know
you've
that
done
we've
you've done good. You
Great
can
help, watching. Great.
go.
I
You
might be-
can
I'm
can
useful.
go back.
Wait,
You can go back with your friends.
no, but go back. You are my friends. You are my best friends.
I'll make you a deal. If you can come into my pocket. And there is no pocket. I just realised I'm not wearing any pocket. You can come into my bra, but you must never speak again.
Will you open me and check on me from time to time?
Let me just write down that there is a pocket watch in my bra.
You know, time to time for this watch is like 100,000 years. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll remember it, like on the big boss battle. I'll pull it out and be like, and just like throw it.
Imagine this.
Dude.
You know, imagine this thing is actually a fucking interdimensional gravitational bomb.
Well,
That's
it's
in my book.
the most I've talked in like 3,000 years. So I would say it's my best deal. So sure, why not? Of course. And the pocket just goes into your bra.
And I just close it up and I go, right, now that's dealt with.
Shall we get on with this then?
Yes.
I think we need
to
to
go
get-
to this staging area.
We need
We
to get out
filled
of this.
enough time, right, in the episode?
Yeah, we need to get out of here as much as possible as well.
This feels like a filler episode.
Well, 2 people are missing.
As you guys start approaching the staging area, this giant microphone flows in the air, and 2 eyes open on the microphone, and it's just like one of those floating glasses of wine kind of touches itself on the head with the microphone, and you hear. Oh, yes, I'm on. Hello, clickers and clackers. Introducing our sellers of the night, who have come with a very, very new addition, something that has not come from outside the tower, but from within the tower itself. Here they are, and to introduce themselves, the one, the masterful, the best artifact created in all history of craftsmanship, multi-dimensional interface reconnaissance keepsake origin, here for you. And you see there's like this
Mirko. Fucking hell.
there's like this bunny walking with a cape, and she goes, yay, and that's where we are going to go for a break.
I'm sorry, what?
Motherfucker.
What did you just say?
He did the Mirko's an anagram.
Multi-dimensional
Yeah, multi-what?
interface reconnaissance keepsake of origins.
How long did that take you to remember or come up with?
I've been reading that acronym for the last 2 months.
Just to make my point, can I call him Buddy?
No,
Mul-
because the gaius
multi-dimensional-
is still on you.
Yeah, it still
Multi-
hasn't like been a month yet.
No,
Yeah,
I
not
didn't
for
know,
you.
because we spent ages flying.
No.
How long did it take?
No,
It
No.
was like 3 days.
No.
Multi-dimensional interface reconnaissance. What?
people of origins.
Keepsake of origin.
But
I'll
when
keep
we
saying.
since we've left the island, you said it was we flew for ages and then we landed, then we walked a while. And I
Okay, we have a break.
not
My
been a
dad just
month.
getting back home. See ya.
Alright,
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
be back in 5 minutes.
yeah.
And I just hit the button. We are recording. Welcome back to second part of blowing some heads up. In the imaginary way.
Sure.
Sure.
So,
Right, you bitch.
I am going to retcon on something. The creature that you see walking down the stage would not be a bunny. It would be a white ferret in a giant form with a visor above its face and a cable that is floating up into the sky.
Isn't that the
True
That's
form.
That's her
Yeah.
true form.
Oh.
And as you see this Mirko being introduced, and she walks out of of some curtains behind the stage and goes into the stage, you see her go, salutations, it's been some time, but we may have a new inclusion to the front rows of the artifacts. Let us greet the inventors themselves, and you see all of the lights once again point down on you. And as you are really close to the stage, you see the objects that are close to the stage. As you had seen on the map, they were more like the closer you are to the stage, the higher grade you are, the more expensive the entry, quote unquote, is. And you start seeing there are some like gauntlets made out of hellish metal that are covered in fire. You see hammers with the face of a dragon, swords that just seem to be floating in the air and talking with various forms, some hats that are made out of like some of them are made out of human skin, some of them are made out of trees, and it just seems that everything, Ishar would notice this, everything is exuding so much magic. What are you doing?
Well, first of all, looking at Mirko, is it the same form, the same cadence, the same body behavior as the one I know?
Give me a, let's call it perception.
Sure.
I reckon you've got a fragment.
That's what I'm thinking as well. Either a fragment or she's not. Ooh, oh, okay. Another unnatural 20.
Damn.
They move and they behave and they act extremely similar, but this one seems to be more regal, more like not when Mirko talks to you, but more like when Mirko was talking to Merkland back in Grelia, as if talking from a position of power and putting up an act.
Can I reach to the Mirko inside me?
Can I? That's cool.
What do you do?
I call out to Mirko and ask, is she seeing what I'm seeing?
Silence.
She's too weak.
Is that bunny woman? And I say it quite low.
Has Gabba
That's the-
seen the true form of Mirko?
I don't think Gabba has.
I was told about it.
I
No, I
don't
think I did.
think Gabba has. Gabba,
No,
you say bunny. But I believe that Mirko had dispelled the Gias that says bunny. You now, right now, have only one Gias, which is the one that Bishar put on you to not lie.
You
Didn't she-
lucky.
No, didn't she take away? Was a bitch? There was definitely one I had from there.
She took away the one that says bunny, but she never took away the one that says bitch.
But actually, that's probably retcon then. If I had never seen her in a true form, then I wouldn't know.
Yeah, because I feel like only myself, Vishar,
I've seen it as well.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I think
then.
the other three haven't.
Let's retcon this. And let's do something even funny just a bit better. Who's this bitch?
Give me. Ba-bum-bum.
Let's
It's
retcon
like-
that to make me hurting.
Well, it confirms our suspicions in game. Can't help it. Sometimes you gotta do the super things. I can also take it. Yes,
Can
she
you?
rolls. Yeah,
Can you?
it's only 10
Gears
to 10,
is pretty fucking powerful.
isn't it? That's max 10 to 10, 10 to 10.
Minimum 5d10 damage.
Oh yeah, you can definitely take
I
that.
think.
You take 47 points of damage.
Yeah, I can definitely take it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm probably still have more HP than Vishar,
Yeah, well, when Vishar's not fucking going ape.
123 minus
I
47.
fear for how much grey matter Gava's brain has at this point.
I don't
None.
think there is.
Yeah.
And now she can lie because she's done a gas this
Nope.
day.
2 different
No,
games.
No.
No, it's
Oh,
two different. It's
oh,
2 different layers
oh,
of
yeah.
Gaius.
Did you say 47 or 43?
47.
Ooh, and
That's
76.
3 off max damage.
I know. I rolled
That was
8,
insane.
8, 8, 8, 6.
That's insane.
No.
How
It-
how do I pair my device?
But she's currently speaking, right? She's like doing the MC
Yeah, she's
type
doing
thing at the moment.
a speech, and she's just addressing all of the other inventions.
Oh,
That's
I got it.
definitely Mako.
I got it. I cast spirit. I use spiritual sense.
And Vishal
Uh,
will look with his eyes. No, he doesn't need to activate them. He sees them anyway.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for with your spiritual sense?
I'm looking to see if this Mirko has the same spiritual sort of aura of, I don't know, fucking vibe check, I guess, as
Same spiritual frequency or a
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it back
frequency.
from the previous perception check.
Yeah.
They emit the same type of energy, but this one is magnitudes above the one that you saw.
So this is either the main body or something then. Okay.
It's Merco Prime.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
True Prime.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's me. Does Vishal see the same thing?
Yeah. So, actually, give me a wisdom saving throw for Richard.
Okay. I'll roll it. Hot damn, another 13. What was his
Plus 9.
21. No, 22.
Ishar has to avert his eyes. He has grown used to looking at more powerful spiritual beings,
Mm.
but this is too much. It's almost as if he hadn't looked at it, he would have gone blind.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I think I look to the rest. I think we have to wait. See how this plays out. I'm very confused, and I tap the Mirko I have. Is currently very quiet, as though she has perhaps been drained of power and has not been able to regain any power since. So
Or perhaps she retreats to be unseen by what we are in front of.
Oh, she merged.
no, but then if she merged, I would have felt a change.
So she hides so she doesn't merge.
Also, I think I have a feeling if the Mirko I have is gone from me, I'm dead.
So she's not gone.
I don't like this.
See how it plays, but I think you should stay at the back.
I look at my form like I can't shrink. But I will take the advice.
As you guys are talking, you are still moving towards the stage. Um, you see the the inventions that are in the closest road to the stage are regal suits of armor, uh, mighty artifacts, things that you hear in the legends, and all of them have Eric. You would know this giant runic magic. All of them seem to have been crafted by Hirschis or beings as good at crafting as he. And as you approach and you start getting close to the stage, similar platforms as the ones where you descended into this floor appear under your feet, and you, in almost intuitively, climb an invisible staircase. And all of this time, Mirko has been addressing all of the other inventions as she goes, Clinkers and Clankers, it is been so long, then millennia since inventions from within a tower have made their way into our halls, millennia since the dwarves made their way outside of the tower, and yet here we stand. Some new inventors have come to show something to us. They deem that it's been enough to show in the front row something of masterful craftsmanship. Let us explore that, and you see uh, all of the lights turn off except for like the floor of the stage, kind of like when you are in one of those contest shows and all of the lights focus on one point and everything in the audience just goes completely dark, and you see coming from behind the body of this white ferret. You don't know when they got there, but you see like 9 different creatures. You see a deer wearing a chef's hat. You see a a bear wearing the cover of like a beekeeper. You see a a cat wearing that just sits on its legs and starts knitting something with a knitting set. You see a dog that has like covered on grease and has like some tools on its mouth and a pouch, uh, holding some other tools. And you shall see like different animals similar to how you saw Mirko that first time appearing out of nowhere with her witch hat, but they are different incarnations of animals, and they just walk next to you and kind of start guiding you and hold your hand, and they just walk towards the giant ferret, and she looks down at all of you and goes, "Oh, grand inventor, what have you brought to us, and how many souls will it be valued at?"
Any recognition from her towards us?
No, she seems to just look at you and nothing much.
I want to speak, but I don't think Eric should.
I'm trying to think. I think Ephraim would probably talk, or he would help Ignatius talk at the very least. But I don't know what Ephraim would say.
Value of souls. I think that'd be the first question, right? What is the value of a soul? Because Eric would not have no clue about this type of thing. can the GM be gracious enough that
I mean,
that
was valued as soul, and there was some talk about her having a soul that is very valuable.
What were
And
you
who's
asking,
that?
Jason?
No, I was just saying, like, if we could sort of, I don't know, speak through Ephraim's character, like, in terms of asking questions. Because I would know what I would want to ask, and I'm pretty sure it'd be very close to what Ephraim would ask themselves, but...
I will say, you all hear a voice in your head as Mirko has been doing all of this speech of introduction of the grand inventors inside the tower, all of that. You all heard in your face a telepathic message that pretty much said, I assure that you may have so many questions, O mortal ones. You find yourselves in the Grand Archive. This is where all of the inventions of all history have been recorded. I believe if you have been sent by the Great Hammer, that you need to achieve something in this floor. I believe your passage to the next layer shall be granted as soon as we finish with this ceremony. I don't know what may entail the lower floors, but this is in the terms of your nature an auction. Make your best persona in front of the inventions. That's what everybody hears. But Eric, you listen to one more phrase, and it goes, I see that you've grown fond of one of my reconnaissance units. It is a rare occasion when one of my incarnations chooses to bond themselves. I'm sure you must be valued pretty high in the meter.
Well, no point in you standing back now, mate. Go
Okay,
for it.
right, fine.
Make a
okay.
scene.
Yeah, might as well, right? Okay, so the question that was spoken out loud was, what is the value?
What is the
What-
sole value of what you brought us? And you see all
And
of the
is-
lights converge on Gundam.
Okay. I will ask, what are the parameters and definition of the of said value?
Well, and you see the lights that are focusing on Gundam make a circle around the stadium, and they go from the back, the furthest point that is miles and miles away from you, and they start growing closer to the stadium, and you hear Mirko going, all inventions have a value. Some of them are monetary, some of them are more expensive, some of them have sentimental value. But the top craftsmanship, the highest level of craftsmanship that rivals that of a god, those cannot be valued in mere coin. They must be valued on something else. How many lives, how many souls would the creator be willing to spend in order to acquire this artifact? And you see, when she says that, it reaches the top row where there were so many legendary level equipment. And you can give me Let's call it history check if you guys want.
It's not as good this time. Let's see. History. 12.
What is everybody else rolling?
Also a 12.
Also 12.
Never mind me.
Yeah, never mind me either.
With a 12, you know that some of the artifacts, and that's the key word, artifact, that is something that is so strong that it's no longer considered an item. You know that throughout history, beings have sold their souls to higher being in order to gain even a fragment of the power of an artifact. You know that the most legendary artifacts have created wars. You know the tales of how Hirsch's artifacts to drive away the titans that were contaminating the planet so that life could thrive. And the fact that using an artifact required sacrifices of thousands of souls to power it.
And she's asking us what is the value of Gundam.
Pretty much. So you get the feeling that this is kind of like, with all of the formal attire, with everything, it seems to be some sort of auction where you need to achieve the highest value you can for what you brought here.
So got a big up Gundam, essentially.
That could be an option, yes.
Okay.
So, just as a reminder, we saw, well, I saw, when Gundam was finished, the smoke had appeared above it, and it said 100.
Yes.
So we can take it at face value to say 100, 10 out of 10, no notes required type of vibe. But we don't know what the base is, like whether it's 100 out of a million or whatever, right?
You don't know that exactly. Looking around, you know that saw some other automatons.
Yeah. How did they compare to?
They were lighter in construction. They seem to be only like wireframe, kind of like to the main points. They didn't seem to be as sturdy as Gundam, and it definitely didn't seem that a gnome could mount it and use it as an armor. They also seem to move by themselves and follow orders. So yeah. You also know that in your life, the only one that has seen an automaton has been Ephraim, and they were like pretty much robot arms, things that would do one task.
So the stuff in here is generally just better than what we know in our lifetime.
Yeah. This is basically
knows.
Boston Dynamics.
Even the shittest good stuff is better than what currently Afron knows of, essentially.
Yeah.
That is if everything here has a life of their own, then yes. But you don't know if the artifacts here, the objects here, have a life outside of the tower, because when the lights were going from the back all the way to the front, you saw screwdrivers, drills, saws, very mundane objects that they were still moving around and flying.
I have an idea. I will ask Mercure, are we able to see the base automaton and compare it against ours for base value purposes.
He looks at you and goes, "Well, you are the inventors of this craftsmanship after all. You should be the ones that know its value the most. No need for comparing. One should also only compare themselves to whatever is above."
I bow, but I say, you will forgive our ignorance here, but we have not been in this land below the miasma for long. We are not aware of your ways, your customs. And I sort of gesture to Ephraim, the brain of the group, if I'm honest. Ephraim here has had a mind beyond what we have ever seen above the miasma. You will forgive us if we must insist that we see, at the very least, a base automaton that was created here, so that we may gain a better understanding and be able to value truly what Gundam is worth.
Give me a persuasion check.
Why the fuck am I doing the persuading here?
Because this is your bunny.
It's not my bunny. She's a
Prime bunny.
How does a 17 feel?
Mirko's visor turned to you on her giant third form and goes, "You keep saying some words that I myself do not understand. Let me pry into that." And you see the cable that comes out of her forehead that is floating up. That stays up, but another cable detaches and floats above your head, and you look around and there's another cable coming out of your forehead, and they seem to connect and interlace.
Touch tips.
And Eric, you feel as if all of your life just goes in front of your eye, like you see a flashback of
Again!
everything you've ever seen. And
I go down enough times. I'm like, oh, this will rerun again.
and you see the, let's call it Prime Miracom, just stares at you for a second and goes, that's the current state of the world. Very well. Let us present to you with something. And you see from around the middle of the stage, the middle of the crowd, one automaton comes running towards you, and it's kind of like, imagine the Boston Dynamics, the one that can walk and jump, but very much steampunk clockwork. Has like two stones engraved into an open cylinder, and they are spinning in kind of like a cyclone, and that energy that goes in a spiral seems to be absorbed by two tubes that go into everything, kind of like a capillary system. This is X1C, also known as Dick. He is valued at around 20,358 platinum pieces. This is
Right.
what we consider
Right?
a member of the middle row.
Okay, so average. We don't know what end of the average this is.
But is it worth a soul?
A soul's gotta be higher. Right? It has to be higher. It's priceless. It's just a case of how many souls.
Oh, how many souls put it together?
I almost want to go sentimental though,
Yeah,
Because-
exactly. How many people put it together?
because this is also Gearspark's
Pride and joy.
pride and joy. The fact that he said he's never gotten a 100. Right?
Mm.
So we had Gearspark work on it. We had all
Mo-
of us work on it.
Pretty
So 7.
much. Blood, sweat, and tears.
So it's 100. So 7 times 100.
don't
know. 7,000 souls. I don't know. That's a small city. That's a small town.
700 souls. That's a stretch, but I think that could be possible to argue that.
This is Cortal trying to find logic in the analogy of the soul, which is very.
Yeah.
Could we try and cheat him by asking AzerrA?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you do that?
Yeah, well, I'll ask in the background and be like, AzerrA, how much would you say, based on souls and whatever, and see if there's a response. I haven't actually talked to them the entire time I've been here. Weirdly enough.
Roll me a d100.
Oh.
Can anybody with a link to a god try and commune?
I mean, at
That
this
is a
point we
40.
might as well, right?
Hey, TFA, you know, how much you pay?
What did you
40?
roll?
40.
40.
40!
You try
D100.
to reach out
Okay.
to AzerrA, and you feel you feel like a noise similar to when the pocket watch was speaking. This one doesn't cause pain. Well,
Hello?
inventors, I'm awaiting your answer. What do you value your master craftsmanship at?
YOLO?
Why not just put 1,000? 7, just chuck it up there, you know.
Well, we could always do the Godzilla / thing. Make them fight. We could just, like, ask a random armor, like, from the front row, you know, like, see how that goes.
But you know what? That's actually not a bad plan. Get him to fight consecutively. And basically, at the point he loses, that's his value. That's actually not a bad plan. But I don't think it.
I don't think they'd wait that long.
No, I don't think so either. YOLO 1,000 souls.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Someone with a better persuasion has gotta speak it. Because
I have
I've got a plus
5.
1.
Oh, I have plus 7, sorry.
But
Yeah.
with your
Let's go,
exhaustion,
you.
Plus 4.
Okay.
What's Oh no, I haven't slept yet. I can't do
I-
spells.
I
No, you can't.
I can do persuasion with a +4 and a possible reroll.
Okay, we've got Ephraim's Flash of Genius
And the guidance.
and Guidance. Oh, no one's got Enhance Ability on.
I
so-
do, but
But we don't
No,
want,
you
no,
do not.
I-
You do not
we
cast
we
spell.
act, we act as though Quarto has no spells.
I have one. I have a dark window that I can use.
But that's only to you, right?
Yeah, but it can give me a
A
D10.
D10 to the roll.
So +4 plus a D10. And if Ephraim wants to put something on me,
I mean, it
I-
would be Flash of Genius. That's
I have a
that-
+4 possible reroll and flash of. You basically have the same.
yeah. So it's either you or Kaliki.
can't have
can-
anything.
oh, I do.
Good.
Do anything else? I feel like I got something else.
Unless either of you do, both of you have proficiency.
No.
In
Shit.
what in?
Because I was gonna say, if both of you have proficiency, then you can help each other. But it's probably not a thing you can do then.
Are we doing that with that we can help action on with proficiency, Martin?
Cool. Vishak and Cosmic Omen and add a d6 to the roll.
I've also
as
got
well.
a Paxman's thing, so I can add a D4 as well for my roll.
I will say
If you want to talk,
Um,
go for it.
this
Yeah.
is this
Well,
is
if you
more
want
of
to
a
talk, go for it.
performance check, by the way, than a persuasion check.
Performance.
Performance.
Oh,
That changes.
definitely not me then.
I've got
It's
+5.
+4.
Because it would be showing the reasons why you believe it is this. And it
That
would
is
be-
persuasion.
It would be more like making a show out of it.
The Greatest Showman style, I guess. Yeah.
Right, I got +5 there, so would I need to just roll me things?
Yeah, go.
Guidance.
Which is
Constantly.
a-
Do we want to just pour it into this then?
Just give it
What's
everything,
guidance?
I reckon.
Just Baldur's Gate. Just add all the
Yeah.
bonuses.
Guidance is a.
Can I help?
Is that D4?
Yeah, guidance
hold
is
on.
4.
Guns.
Guidance is for you've got
Uh,
Cosmic Omen.
Yes,
Which
you
is
can
what?
help.
Cosmic Omen
Uh,
is a
you-
what?
Yeah.
Cosmic
Yeah,
Omen is a
assistant.
d6.
Yeah.
You have D4, D6, advantage.
I'm going to D6. Oh no!
Let's wait on Flash of Genius,
Let me just use that.
just in case.
Right, so far,
Wait, is it my roll? Wait,
so
wait,
far
wait.
I
let
have
me-
a 32.
Jesus.
Would you like to check anything else onto me?
May as well try and get it above 40.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
what's Flash of Genius? 6
+4.
plus 4, so that'll take it up to 36.
36 on the max.
We max out there then, because that's it.
Yeah,
So we don't try it?
Yeah, let's do it. 36.
36.
The 3. It was 35.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
+4, plus a
it's
flat
just
4.
It's a flat 4. Okay, 36.
Yeah, flat 4.
Okay. Explain to me what this looks like. It's kind of like when a Formula One team shows their new car or something like that. So,
I just look at the group and I just give a wink, and all of a sudden you just see my belly. Ooh. So, you want to know how expensive this thing is? Well, let me show you its features. Slap it on the top. See, you can put up to my strength already. And see this mechanical arms? Ah, these arms. Ooh, they work so well. They've been infused with. Someone tell me what they were infused with. They're infused with
runes.
giant runes. They've been
Yeah,
made
sure.
by a master craftsman in all our help. And I just feel like a really crazy belly wheel at that point. And what you don't understand is this armor, I think, could fight anything in the world. I think it is the best thing that to ever be created, as everyone has said. No little belly will. And then I'll probably.
Me helping is putting light show behind her.
And what you don't understand, I drop a little twerk. What you don't understand, like all the tassels going, is that anyone who wears this armor, I think automatically could class as a god.
And
And if not, I think they could beat a god.
you see Ignatius mounts the armor and turns it around, shows the mechanism of how a humanoid can mount the armor, and how the armor has like jetpacks, and lifts Gava as she's dancing, and shows the balance. And you see,
And even this weakling looks strong. How crazy is that?
and Ephraim approaches and starts giving like the mechanical descriptions of the alloys and mixing with everything, and their giant runes are explained by Eric, and everybody just looks at you, and you at the end of your presentation, Mirko goes, very enticing. Let us remember, this is the first master artifact that has been crafted by a mortal being.
Beings.
Being. And now it is time for appraisal. And you see the ground itself where the stage is opens, and there's like this giant scale that rises up with Gundam in the middle of the scale, and
It's over 9,000.
Gundam Ignatius
Cycles
walks
afoot.
Gundam to the right side of the scale, and you see Mirko lifts up her ferret paw, and from nowhere appears like a single metal ingot in the form of a coin. She puts the coin on the other side, and Gundam is still heavier. One pulls a second coin. Gundam is still heavier. Pulls 10 coins. Gundam is balanced. It looks that the worth of this armor is around 10 soul coins.
How much is one soul coin worth?
Give me a history check if you want.
Can anyone do that?
Sure.
Yeah, with my mighty +2, I will do that.
Nope, that's an 8.
Oh, that's an 18. Plus
Not
2,
bad.
it's a dirty 20.
Better than me, 17.
18. Even with a +3, because -3, obviously. 'cause
Gava,
my
roll
flame's
with
awesome.
advantage.
Fucking love
Nat
soul
20.
coins.
Nat 20? Okay. It makes sense that Gava is the only one that will have knowledge of this. How Kauliki and Eric have knowledge of this, I'll leave it up to you.
Oops.
Soul coins work based on pact
Arcanum
magic.
hearing.
Pact magic is something kind of frowned upon, specifically before the fracturing. The creatures that have been the strongest through pact magic in the world have been the scions of the cardinal demons, who have acquired immense power through pact magic. The power of a pact is based on the restrictions and the lettering of how it was created. The stronger a restriction, the more power it is granted. And soul coins are manifestations of pacts that have been broken, souls that have been turned into a metal to be traded as currency.
Oh god.
They are extremely worthy, but only under the specific certain conditions. They don't have value for most people, that's why most people don't know of this. They are something that is often traded between the gods or for some demons have used them as requirements for their magic. And Gaba, you
So
know, now that I mentioned demons, and you all knew a little bit of this when we were back in Grelia with the chalice that had two demons. You know that the Glorium Arcanum would create artificial demons, conjuring them from other sources of unknown origin to be powers for objects. And the more powerful a demon, the higher payment that they would require. These soul coins were use cases that the owner of the pact, the creator of the magical item, didn't want to enter into a pact with whatever was conjured. And soul coins do not only work with demons, they work with whatever has been conjured as a repayment instead of a perpetual source of magic. In the sense that summoning an elemental costs a spell power, a spell slot, that represents the constant source of magic for 1 minute, which is the concentration, that the conjurer is providing the elemental to manifest his world. A soul coin would bypass that constant source of power. How Eric knows this? I don't know.
Mostly books, and probably I would imagine giant runes had probably a theory craft on whether giant runes could mesh with soul magic. I think that's how he would know it.
In mechanical terms, under the correct circumstances, a soul coin could be used to replace a level 10 or lower spell slot.
Excuse me, did you say 10?
Yes.
I want those coins.
Not the right place.
So, I'll go to Miko. So I'm guessing that's a good appraisal, you would say? That struck
10.
my unimaginative beard.
10 is certainly enough for Gundam here to form part of the first section. Not enough to be part of the front row, but still good enough.
But you say not part of the front row, but this was made by, as you said, morsel beings.
It is.
That surely should be more impressive to be on the front row to show out the greatness that we provide as the immortals.
Indeed, mortal creatures to be able to manufacture something of this caliber is unheard of. You approach a realm not open to your kind, yet you did not manage to traverse into the realm of godmanship. This armor still requires to be wielded by a mortal. It is not a true creature by itself. It is amazing for its purposes, but only for its intended purpose. Regardless, it shall be accepted. And you see Gundam starts moving by itself. Ignatius tries to pull on the controls, but they are not responding, and he goes, I don't know what's going on. And Ignatius is thrown away from Gundam as the automaton itself starts moving and goes, I have come to serve.
Well, there goes Ephraim's armor.
Show me John Connor.
And you see he gets down from the scales, and Mirko, the scales start lowering. The 10 coins just flow in the air, and they go towards Ignatius' hands. And all of you hear Mirko saying, "Let us rejoice, for the first invention from inside the tower has been added to the archive in many, many eons." You see the curtains from behind the stage starts opening, and you see a kind of like a staircase that descends, kind of like a trapdoor, almost like for an act of magic. And Mirko goes, "Well, it appears that whatever you came to accomplish in this floor has been recognized by the Great Hammer himself."
Damn. 2-pot floors. That's an interesting premise. Will more floors be linked? That is the question.
And
Alright.
what are you guys doing? You see all of the inventions start clapping and clamoring, and it's kind of like a rave party going around, where you see Gundam just flying over the whole stadium, and Gundam using all of like his weapons to create like a light show.
Can I take those soul coins now? Because you've taken our.
Well,
Sure.
the soul coins is on
To Ignatius.
yeah.
Oh, can we steal them off him? He didn't need them. He's fallen on the floor.
He's alive.
You see Ignatius has like the Schuller magnifying glass for appraising, and he's kind of like looking at each coin with like jaw-dropping amazement.
But surely these should be spread out. If it wasn't for us, this would never have happened.
Let's wait. Good things come to those who wait.
Oh, you're just kissing his ass yet again.
She isn't wrong.
Thank you.
But she ain't right either.
That is true as well.
Don't you take back your side. Come back to my side. Join me. Bottle, what do you think?
Pardon?
I said, Bottle, what do you think?
I'm not a fan of the gnome.
Why?
There's a very obvious god complex.
Fair.
Fair.
For now,
Yeah.
we need to keep him on side. For now.
I like the sound of this.
I go up to Ignatius. I pat him on the back.
Yeah. Sorry. Apologies,
No,
younger. I was dumbfounded.
I congratulate him.
No, please. It was indeed, they were my blueprints and my master plan, but Lord Ephraim helped greatly to improve on some of the flaws, and all of your assistance was indeed marked. Oh yes. I believe I would certainly feel inadequate to keep all of this to me, as all of you helped. There are 6 of you and 3 of us, so why they were my blueprints? I believe it's fair that I should keep 2 and give everybody else 1.
That's reasonable.
This is most gracious.
Trade
No.
off there.
I wouldn't have been able to create such a masterwork and be praised by inventions of the past, I guess, without your help. And you see Celestia and Eleanor are just kind of like standing next to him and praising him.
I do not know what you intend to do next, Ignatius, but I'm afraid if not the rest of us, I myself, we must press on. We must complete the tower.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. It's my intention to keep descending, but I believe I may stay here for Well, I know that I said I would rest when I die, but I'm due to your bad apple friend over there. I get the feeling that that may come closer rather than sooner.
We will make sure that doesn't happen sooner, but would you or any of your compatriots be able to perhaps lend some healing?
That would be very kind. I have accidentally called someone into your bitch and I got hit for it.
You see,
I
Celeste,
wouldn't mind a rest so I can not be casting wild magic eternally.
Well,
Gabba, how do you like my dress?
you must tell the truth.
So, from what I would say is your style looks really nice. But my
Thank
orcish
you.
style is disgusting.
Of course.
Sure, I mean, as they say, the saying one size fits all is never true.
Exactly, and that size
I
would never fit me at all.
wouldn't have the confidence to choose such an outfit as yourself.
That's true. You gotta have abs like these, and I tense, and my abs just rip.
It's like 17 pack.
Yeah. It is. I have been training all my life to be fit. With a body like this, I'd like to show it off more. Just I can't with my armor, and I guess this will be the first time since literally the start of the campaign I haven't had my braces on.
You do have him on. It's just
It's
glamour.
just illusion. Yeah, it's a glamour thing, right?
Yeah, but I can't see them. It's the first time I ever seen my last time I've seen my arm in a while. God, I bet it really stinks under there. Ooh.
yeah, but now that you say that, you look back into the crowd of experiments and you see two chain bracers floating, making like hoop sounds, and you see a white blob that is just kind of like spinning on its head, doing breakdance.
Baymax!
No, friend, legally distinct, please.
Raymax!
I wonder where gunpowder is in this.
Mm.
So,
You don't want to know.
So,
The
Does-
fireworks, don't you see them?
does Celestia
Yeah,
have
you
some
see
healing?
you see fireworks flying into the sky that goes, I'm gonna die.
that was quick.
Yeah, do we get any healing?
Okay, so you see,
Because he's either heal or we long rest here.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of
Okay.
people are tapped out, right?
I'm not
See-
tapped, I just don't
You
want
yeah.
to be...
Yeah.
I need charges back so I don't wild magic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I don't. I didn't have. I didn't spend much, but I'm pretty drained health-wise.
Yeah. Same. Health wise, I'm fucked.
If we do
Okay.
it, the only issue I have is, and it's not my issue, it's all your issue.
Oh, 100% is my issue.
Yeah, is the longer
The
We
more
don't
we
know-
rest,
Hmm.
the more
Yeah.
time crunches.
and I want to get you an army to fight.
Oh.
At least I don't think you alone could, or the Sandy alone could take the army.
Oh fuck no! I've been trying to hack in more social currency with fucking Ignatius, so he fucking comes with us with an army.
I need to go back to the Orklands because I'm pretty sure I could raise a crazy army with some model.
And since I am some sort of queen for the kiddies, I should be going to Nocentia.
But the question is whether are you an empowering one or a harmful one for us? That's the problem, right?
Yeah, like the one that's been slaveried.
Because we know that if she gets hurt, I get fucking hurt for some reason.
I'm
you're
just not
gone.
get. I should just not get hit. Easy enough.
It's a short
Famous
rest point
fucking last words.
Short rest could work for the majority, but
Not for
Not
you.
for
not
the.
for me.
Okay, you see Celestia approaches all of you, and she goes, "Ah." You see all of her makeup that had moved over when she was crying is now in perfect shape, and she goes, yes, I can certainly heal some of you. So I see. Oh my God! And she looks at Gava's nose like bleeding streaks of blood, and goes, I can certainly do some healing. I'm not sure if it will be enough to recover all of you, but I can certainly try. And you see that she grabs like this. It's kind of like a gun with a vial that goes on a diagonal and has like a needle coming out of it. And she goes, this might sting. And she checks who is the one that is most hurt.
I'm.
I am more than half health.
I'll tell you how much
Down.
is it.
I will put it this point.
42
Is
out of
anybody that
98.
is missing more than 70 hit points?
Yes.
Yes.
The fuck, you guys are fucked.
I am
Barely
basically
over 70.
I am at,
Under.
Okay.
I'm
so-
missing 89 hit points.
Sweet
She
mother.
taps Eric on the neck, and this serum goes into you, and you feel how your wounds heal immediately as heal is being casted on you.
Oh my god.
And
Oh my god, that's a
goes,
big spell.
And there's a little bit more I can do for everybody, but it won't be as strong as this. I can only create one of these a day.
I'm more than
And,
happy for. I'm still got 76 hit points, which I think is enough for a combat. So I'm more than happy. I'll let you take it if needs be.
No, I am 53 down.
I think you should take it.
Me?
Fuck! How? I rolled 3d6, 3d8, and 666. This is a message.
Devil.
The devil's number.
Okay, so you will also
21.
heal.
24.
666 is
24.
18.
18.
18. I do math.
Everyone?
18 plus another 4, so 20 points of healing for everybody as Mask Cure Wounds
Oh,
is being
shit.
cast.
18 plus 4 is 22.
I'm back to full.
Okay, yeah, 22 then. And
I'm raring to fucking
and
go.
you
Okay.
see that she starts
I'm at 69, baby.
her makeup actually comes out like tiny little dust, dust specks, and they go and they attach itself to all of your wounds, and your wounds start healing. And as soon as the makeup is gone, tears start flowing out of her eyes, and she goes, that stings.
Are the objects all busy partying?
Yes, they are greeting Gundam.
I've got an idea.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Can we get Gundam to get us some clout and some heals?
No, I'm thinking get one item that can replicate a long rest on you.
Yeah, all that.
I will
Just
say
you.
there's like a whole palco of different vials and potions with wings just clanking against each other.
I think for you, if we can just get a singular
rest
long
potion.
rest effect on you, I think that we're good to go.
Yeah.
Because your items need or something to just restore your items. That's the most important bit.
Now,
Right.
the item says that it restores its charges after midnight.
Fuck.
No, I got long rest.
It says long rest?
Yep. This item regains 1d6 plus 1 charges after completing a long rest.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Yeah, it
The
would
long
work.
rest is we need something then.
Could we get
Um,
Gundam to get us some?
Get us to connect.
I don't know. What are you planning on doing?
Uh,
How do you do it?
How would you like to do it?
Vishar will mind link with Gundam.
Gundam is a construct,
Automaton.
Darn it.
so mind link doesn't work with constructs, I believe.
You must share a language with the creature for it to understand. Doesn't say anything about not being able to affect constructs.
Oh, okay. I
Very
might
good.
be thinking of another ability then. Okay.
And you ask Gundam if he could come over and give us a hand, briefly.
Gundam comes flying and says, "Creator, you have requested for me. How may I be of assistance?"
Gundam, do any of your new friends have the ability to give a person the effects of a good rest? Or
Give
can
me.
you find some?
Remain in this position. I shall accomplish my mission. You see, he starts flying away, and about like a minute later, he comes with like 4 flasks of different potions with wings and eyes on his hand, and the potions are like, "Hey, no, buddy, no, that was a private party. What are you? No, no, no." And he has like 4 potions in his hands.
Please report the effects of each of these potions, please, Gundam.
Creator, I do not know, but based on what they were gossiping with the female appearing potions, they say that they are really good at getting virility and stamina back into them.
Oh, really? You're good with stamina and vitality. I am fully flashing.
Flushing or flashing?
Flashing what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, when you want to get a better service at a restaurant. Oh,
Rated
come
R.
on!
Rated R for restricted.
Give me a persuasion, seduction to potion check.
Love it when the filler episode just becomes.
I really
Yes.
like that we do not have a bard and we do still. Can I seduce the potion?
Surprised that's not on anybody's bingo.
19.
Well, not seduced potion.
And you see the 4 potions, they have like very cartoonish eyes. One of them looks kind of like this glass blown crystal that is kind of like spiraling.
Any of
2
them
different
blue?
things. One of them is blue, yes. And the potion goes, yes, we are really good with the ladies, ain't we, balls? Yes, no, we get like energy right back, and we are always ready for them, ain't we, boys?
Really? And if a lady would require a full night of rest, and you good for that?
Oh, no, lady, we don't give full nights of rest. We are awake all night, ain't we, boys?
Oh, darling, would you please show me some friend of yours that gets me full nights of rest?
What is going on?
Ah, you wanna go drink from Poison Sean?
Oh, is Poison Sean someone that I would require for a full night of rest?
Ah, Poison Sean is kinda boring. We often throw rocks at Poison Sean. Anyway, boys.
Oh, okay. So you are the macho, the manly man, the alphas here.
Ah, fuck, this lady knows it, anti-boys. I am the alpha.
Really? Go get me
Poison John.
the Poison John. Go get me Poison John. Maybe we'll play some little prank on him, will we?
Gundam leaves the potions. They are flying and they are kind of like knocking each other, kind of like going with. If they had shoulders, they would be doing this and all like, ha, we got the lady here, hey, we was. And all of the potions are kind of like,
Fucking.
wait. And like 10 seconds later, Gundam comes with like a vial, like very tubular vial, kind of like a scientific one, filled with like a green thing and 2 eyes that goes, hey, no, please. Oh, okay. Thank you for ignoring me. That was nice. Oh,
Hello.
It's you
John?
guys. Oh, you.
Oh, ignore them. They are pricks.
And you hear them say like, "Hey, John, eat my bubbles."
Eat
Oh.
my bubbles.
Yes. You see one of the potions is bubbling.
John, ignore them, and I will position myself between them and John. Would the effect that you provide grant someone a full night of rest?
Yes.
Only one full night of rest.
Oh.
The eternal rest.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I mean,
That was close.
they say
so close.
they always
So
say that I'm
close.
very toxic. I don't get invited much.
It should have been a guest at Poison John, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really? Didn't you think that was actual poison?
I thought it was sleeping poison, like
Yeah.
a Medusa spider poison type.
But if you
Okay.
wanna feel refreshed or something, those guys over there, they are assholes, but apparently they are good at what they do.
Would drinking them or ingesting them somehow make them cease to exist?
Yes. At least for a
Ah.
while.
Mm.
They'll get back here tomorrow.
Mm.
On Wednesdays we have Valhalla night.
Valhalla night?
Yes, all of the armors and the weapons kill each other, then they come back the next day.
Damn.
Cool.
Sick
Nice.
time.
It was a very nice talk to you.
You're
With
the
you.
first one to say that.
I like your energy.
Oh, you are the first.
It's
one
very
to say that.
calming.
Oh, I'm calming forever.
Yeah.
Well,
Have a nice party.
I won't. And the potion just flies away.
Oh, that is a fucking Eeyore.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
Neo in the potion, that is.
And
I
you see the other 4 potions still clanking against each other and goes like, "Ha! What did I tell you? Poison Sean is the worst. It's my bubbles, Sean."
God.
I grab one of the potions.
Hey, careful, buddy. This cup was only made for ladies.
Is there like a
There's like a screw, yes, a
just-
cork.
Work.
just go
Hey, no, what? No. Hey, put that back.
Oh god.
silence.
No. Please.
I adjust my hand so it's over their mouth so they can't speak. Quarter, we have no time.
God. Fine.
Bottoms up.
I just help you.
No, not like this. Not like this. Out of from 1 to 4, which one did you grab? The one that was talking, or one of the 3 that was?
Fuck knows. I was
Not the blue one.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not.
I should do.
I'll tell you what. We.
Quattle
We,
wouldn't have drank the blue one.
Okay, so Quattle, choose 1 to 3.
2.
Okay, Quattle, you regain 48 hit points.
Darn it.
Sweet
Next one.
Jesus.
It was a supreme potion of healing.
Oh fuck's sake! I think you gotta drink the blue one.
Number 1.
Number 1, the blue one, the one that was kind of talking and goes, hey, no, wait. I know what you did. What kind of fish?
Oh, do it for me, darling.
You are Quattle, you fall unconscious. Quattle falls on the ground and starts snoring. He hits his head, and
Yeah.
about 10 seconds later, Quattle wakes up. No more like bags under his eyes, and if as his skin had been just had a beauty sleep.
Yeah.
You get a long rest.
Fuck it. It's alright. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Wait.
Fuck it.
No more. Those
Makes
are
sense.
fucking horny
Fuck it, let's go.
bullshit.
And as you guys start walking towards the descending staircase, Eric, you hear in your mind Mirko going, "Oh,
Mm.
wait,
Mm.
how do you find coexistence with my fragment? I believe that you got the number 10. She's the youngest one, and she was always kind of rude."
The rudeness is certainly true. One of my friends is under a particular compulsion spell that hurts her every time she says a particular word. She has been useful. Most useful, I will be honest. She's probably saved me quite a few times at this point, though I think I might be on my last legs.
Oh, and why is that?
There is a theory, or I believe someone has said, my soul is fracturing
You
every
have
time I.
been deceased, brought back.
Yes, multiple times at this
Did
point.
number 10 bring you back?
I believe so.
Your connection might be broken. You should be able to do a better job. All of them should be able to do a better job.
The last time I have spoken with, I almost say Mirko, and then to say number 10, I helped to reform the connection. I'm not sure how much of it I have managed to reform with it, but she has proved to be indispensable at this point. And I think should she be removed, I think I would cease to live.
Well, that is must. For one of my observant units to form a connection with the metaphysical world, it is required that they find the vessel. And you've been chosen as such vessel. Though your synchronization rate might be inaccurate and bound. I would recommend once you reach the metaphysical world once again, You approach the Great Hammer. He might be able to figure something out.
Over the bracelet. Ask her about the time in here.
You don't
I
hear
asked.
any of this.
Yeah, I know. The meta pigeon.
Um, you say metaphysical. Well, does time move differently here in the tower versus outside of the tower, or
That depends on the will of the Great Hammer when he created his inspection unit.
what was his will? When
I
you
am not able to interpret the will of the Great Hammer himself.
Shit.
The inspection unit this time is fairly wide, so it required great amounts of magic. I have detected fluctuations, especially on the upper floors of this unit. Maybe if you manage to reach the power core, you could make an interface with the Great Hammer himself.
would
Get him on Zoom.
would he be able to interfere with how time flows?
Inside of the inspection unit, everything is possible for him.
Fuck, so he could make this literally only a minute pass. Okay.
Well-
Eric doesn't say that. This is player saying it.
Well, they also said that there's an audience, so I would say that they don't make it pass too quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who knows? Okay. I telepathically nod to Merkel Prime. Do you have any parting words that you would wish for me to pass on to number 10?
Take care of her. She's the most chaotic fragment of my personality. But she's out of all of the fragments that I've sent into the metaphysical world, the one with the biggest consideration for others.
Oh, Jesus.
Last question, and then it's probably me. What was the purpose of sending them out into the metaphysical world?
That is something that, if I were to say carelessly, it might destroy your mortal mind. You will need to get the proper access codes and levels to unlock your mind information. Once again, the Great Hammer might be able to help with that. After all, he was one of the 7 that put such locks in place.
7?
Wait. Is the Great Hammer one of the 7 cardinal demons?
I don't know what you mean as cardinal demons. They seem to be based on the memories that I acquired out of number 10 by products of failed ascension. The Great Hammer is one of the 7 beings that came to this play. The one you know as Kirschis.
Who is AzerrA?
Just a failed experiment, I would say.
Hold on. Wait. Shh. Fuck's sake, now I gotta ask questions. Let me just get my information up, because I need to see who the other demon names are.
Do you need that?
I'm
Zerbil?
loading.
Zerbel?
Zerbel, and do we know any others? No, right?
Yes, one more.
Clean.
Kian,
Killian.
Killian.
I recite the other two names. Are they failed experiments as well?
Based on the information that I acquired from number 10, they seem to have been failed attempts at ascension. But based on my records, they don't show the energy of a demon. I do not know why they call themselves that.
What do they show their energies as?
Just as a corrupted life form of unknown origin.
Fuck, that means we've not met a true demon. That's the implication here.
Mm.
Okay, we've not met a true demon or a true devil then.
Why fuck? It's good. Good. We do not have met a demon. It is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Power scaling, yay!
I'm trying to think if there's any more questions. 'Cause this is like a information well now. Who is Jorah?
She said that.
I do not know that information, and I believe that if I keep talking to you, number 10 might be unable to recreate the connection. Talking to your mind has certain implications on the wavelengths of your brain, and apparently they keep getting damaged the more I talk to you. Eric, take
Fuck. Just healed.
Take a
Takes-
point of exhaustion.
7 points of psychic damage, as
Okay,
you see
That's fine.
a little bit of blood coming out of your nose.
Okay.
I apologize. Your mortal mind is not able to understand all of my words, and the act of transcribing them into a language that you can understand is proving difficult.
I wipe the blood from my nose and I say thank you. Your time has been most useful to me. Enjoy the rest of the party.
Oh, I will just shut this subdomain down. The objective has been completed, and this program has no need to keep observing this subspace. So, all of the simulation shall be turned down as soon as you sit down the door, and your friends that remain in this place will experience a reprieve on their lapse of memories.
But they will not be They will not be harmed.
They will not feel it as harm.
That wedding is sus.
Everything in this tower is sus.
And you see on
Yeah.
Mirko's visor a countdown appears.
I
No.
I thank Gearspark. I tell the rest we must leave quickly. This place will cease to exist. I will run to Gearspark and explain to him that the function of this floor is done. The three of you must leave and come to the lower floors. I know you're tired, but I will do my best to protect you, all three of you. But you must come with us.
Eric, my boy, with all due respect, have you gone cuckoo?
With all due respect, you will die.
I will die if I stay close to that wretched, putrid apple
You would-
of a turtle.
That is a chance. Staying
You know
here.
what? You can stay here.
I told Kauliki and I was like, look, that's fine. If you want to stay here and be well, you'll be dead. You can sleep then. That's fine. And I kind of just like pull her away. Come on, let's go. We can't help some people.
If you stay here, you will most certainly die.
Give me a persuasion check.
You have a city to lead.
Yeah, you fucking bitch, you do. Hold on. I put away my D20 instead. Hold on. Can I?
Was
say-
that me talking with them grant advantage?
No, you're being confrontational.
I
Fair.
would have asked, since I helped him to, get the best fucking achievement in his life. Would you consider this advantage?
No, I will consider it a lower DC.
Fair.
Vishaka's guidance.
The guidance machine.
That is. It's not enough. It's 11.
He goes, it will be fine, my boy. Don't worry about us. We will just take a rest, reminisce of the past with our previous inventions, and proceed after you. We'll be there before you know it.
Please keep an eye on. And I point at Mirko. There's a timer on her. Do not linger too long, please.
That will be fine. Don't worry about it. And
He is so fucking dead.
I clasp him on the shoulder and move.
and you start descending down the trapdoor in the middle of the stage, and it's a simple staircase, but it turns into more of an industrial style really quickly, with metal and everything kind of made to shape. And sooner or later, the handrails that were smaller chunks of handrail, one after the other, seem to become a single piece, and all of the metal of the ceiling, the staircase, everything seems to be as if it had been CNC'd out of a single giant cube. And as you keep descending, you start hearing the sound of metals going clunk, 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 almost as if you are entering into a gym and you hear somebody with very heavy weight lifting them, and you hear the metals going. And as you reach the end of the staircase, you look in front of you and you see like this humanoid, but it's translucent and it's made out of something kind of like gelatin viscous liquid that is moving constantly, and has like a face with like two red glowing stones, and has like these two poles on its hands that is kind of lifting, kind of like doing like weightlifting, but it seems that it's doing so much strength each time it moves, and so much strength each time that it goes down, and it turns and looks at you and it goes blop blop. And that's where we are going to finish tonight's game.
So we are level 7 right now.
What? Oh yeah.
We are.
Okay.
We
On-
reached.
in the
We
tower.
reached level 7.
Don't say that now.
No, you're actually level 6.
6.
Yes.
What was the level? What was level 7 then?
11 was the Dream Cloud,
Ste-
10 was the
Yeah.
Fight Against Yourself,
Yeah.
9 was Thelrium and the
Yes.
past traumas, 8 was creating the Gundam, 7 was here with Mirko and all of the tools, and you are now on
So
number
we're on
6.
6, which is better. because we're getting.
Yeah. It's better, but
This guy.
my notes are missing a level.
You
Oh, no.
are at around the halfway point,
Yeah. Okay.
and that's where we are going to finish.
Mm.
Because it's late.
Yep.
It's nearly 1 a.m.
Happy
Yes.
birthday!
Happy birthday!
Welcome to being old.
Yeah, I can no longer say I'm in the middle of my 20s. I'm officially over that.
Yay! Happy birthday! I need to give you a birthday item.
You need to get me a item for a long time ago.
No.
You said do you want it now or do you want it later? I said you want it
And-
now and smaller and later but bigger. I said later but bigger.
And
Where's
you
my
got it.
item?
You have it.
I have it. What is that?
I'm not telling. Join us next time. In the meantime, keep on weaving.
Bye.
Bye.